Welcome, Mule sir. Am I audible? Shravani, you are going to introduce the research person, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I do have the meeting with academic audit team right now only. So I will begin the session. I will attend the meeting. Okay.
Okay. Okay. No issues, sir. No issues.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Just let me know when to start.
We will start by 11 only. Your voice is very low, sir.
आता येतोय आवाज?
Yes, yes, yes. Ha, perfect. Okay. Good morning, one and all. Once again, for today's session, today is the day 5, and for this session we have Dr. Mule sir from KC College, and I'm very glad to inform you that sir is going to demonstrate the statistical tools. So we all are aware about that. Many of the researchers are conducting survey-based research, and after getting the data, collecting the data, there is a issue, there is a problems, there is a queries to how to analyze the data and how to use the statistical tool. That exactly the Mules are going to tell you. So on behalf of the CKT College, sir, I am very thankful to you for accepting our invitation and being with us today for this session. I wholeheartedly welcome you from our college, And now I request Shravani Mandalkar madam. She is one of the research scholar from commerce. So I request madam to introduce the resource person.
Yes, thank you, sir. Hello, everyone. A very good morning and warm welcome to one and all present here. I am Mrs. Shravani Mandalkar, a research scholar. On behalf of Changukana Thakur Arts, Commerce and Science College, would like to introduce today's guest speaker, Dr. S.B. Muye, sir. Sir is from the Department of Statistics, KC College, Mumbai. Sir is having more than 15 years teaching experience in private as well as government aided institute, and also having also worked as a visiting faculty at different institutions. Sir is a member or in organizing team for a 1 week workshop on trainer by Rusa at KC College, Mumbai. Sir has worked as program officer NSS KC College, Mumbai. Sir has also delivered a lecture at HRDC Mumbai and Aurangabad in different short-term courses. Sir has been invited as a resource person in different states and national level workshops on data analysis using SPSS. Sir has worked as a resource person at workshop organized by NCERT New Delhi. Sir has also attended one week workshop on NAC guidelines IQSC organized by IQSC cluster Maharashtra at University of Mumbai. Sir has attended 1 week workshop on induction program organized by UGC at IISS ACR Pune, Maharashtra. Sir, now I would like to give the introduction of Sir's research project. Sir has undertaken one UGC minor research on prediction model for cancer. Sir has already undertaken 2 URG projects, one on diabetics and retinal disorder, and the other one based on study of microarray data. Sir has worked with projects sponsored by Department of Post title Customer Satisfaction Survey conducted by Department of Statistics. So it's my pleasure and honor to introduce such an eminent personality. So now I would request Dr. S.B. Muye, sir, to start the today's session. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. So shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I also joined from my other device. So if in between, if I require, please make me or allow me to present that device also.
Which one, sir? Device name is?
Device name is SBM naam se SBM naam hai.
Yes, okay. With a like host.
And just I want to know that what language the audience will prefer.
Hindi and English.
Hindi English will do na.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
बीच में कभी मराठी आ जाता है तो बेयर कर लेना प्लीज. So we'll start with the session. We have decided that this session actually it is hands-on for me, and I don't know whether you will be hands-on. You're doing it hands-on or not. So we have decided that this session we are trying to put it on SPSS. Most of the time when we are going for data analysis or survey type analysis, so we are coming across with a very basic situation, and it's to be called as data analysis, and it contributes almost we can say that 50% in the cases if you are doing a survey analysis. Rest all the things we can manage, but what we could not manage is the part of data analysis. So outline of my today's discussion I have given in the way. Let me just show you. We discuss few things. This is what are the different data types. Okay, then data analysis, and with respect to these data analysis types, we will also talk about different hypotheses. Okay, and along with this, how we can do this using, also how we can achieve this, how we can do it using SPSS. Okay, so we have decided that we will mostly shift your session to SPSS, but let us start with some basics. And I think this session, this workshop which you are attending, the people must have talked about the research methodology, they must have talked about sample size, they must have talked about research designs, different types of survey methods and all. Okay. Keeping all that in mind, we are also keeping it in mind that there are few students who might be doing the analysis on secondary data. So we are always having a mixture of primary and secondary data. There must be a few people who must be doing analysis either using only primary, only secondary, or there must be someone who is using primary as well as secondary data. So when we think about our PhD thesis, yeah, any kind of research, we categorize our research project by understanding or making it in the parts like introduction, then research literature review, research methodology, data analysis, then conclusion, findings, suggestions, and finally references. Okay. So part of the project is introduction. It is talking about basic introduction. But when we are talking about introduction and literature, I'm trying to put everything in a sync so that you will understand that why it is essentially we should give a focus on introduction, literature review, and research methodology, so that we will have a good data analysis and good questionnaire. At the end, we are expecting to give good suggestions or some findings and suggestions. So what are findings and suggestions? These findings and suggestions, we call them as a core of the thesis, that they are nothing but this is the true contribution of researcher who is giving some suggestion, putting his finding. On the basis of his finding, he or she is going to give us the what we should do or what we should not do with respect to the problem they have. And okay, so when we talk about giving a suggestion, we should have a very good analysis at the back end. And at the again, if you want to have a good analysis, you should have a good questionnaire or good identification of the variables if you're dealing with the secondary data. And if you want to be a good analysis, then you should require to have a good data. If you want to have a good data, you should have a good questionnaire, that is to be called as instrument for collection of information, either primary or secondary. If you want to have a very good instrument, then you should have a very good study on your research methodology. And if you frame your research methodology, you should be a very good at literature review, and you have a literature review, you should be very good at the introduction. That means the well beginning is the half done, जिसे जो कहावत हमने सुनी है, तो इस कहावत के लिए हम कहते हैं कि this is true for research also. That is how you write your introduction, that will guide your complete project. So most of the time what happens that we don't give much importance to the introduction, and then we try to bring out a good analysis at the end. But then your project, you automatically you will start, when you start thinking about your questionnaire, you also have to synchronize your introduction. So try to write a chapter of introduction very good, try to grasp from that, and then put your hypothesis and all. Because framing of hypothesis, we say that framing of hypothesis is nothing but it is a guide for the project. Okay, that means framing, if you have a good frame, okay, frame of hypothesis, it will guide a complete project. Frame of objective, what is that? People must have told you about, that is problem statement. We say that problem statement, then we say objective. Am I audible? And hypothesis.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. And there are, for hypothesis, we say that feasible hypothesis. I even add feasible word here. Okay, this is very important for the purpose of data analysis. Problem statement, you can mention the problem, that you can identify a gap and you can state out your problem. Okay, objective, on the basis of problem, you try to, problem can be a bigger problem. Objective, if you think about the objective, that is some of the objectives you will try to achieve, that is to be called as goal. And on the basis of those objectives, few of the objectives will require hypothesis. We never say that all the objectives should have hypothesis, but few of the objectives you should be able to categorize your objective for hypothesis and objective for general discussion. Okay. So when we think about this type of studies, this will give me hypothesis. We say in statistics, when we talk about hypothesis, we say there are hypotheses are of normally of two types. One is talking about association. One is talking about association. We say as a general, and other one we say that cause effect. Okay, cause and effect. So cause effect is nothing but going to take to यहाँ पे how to identify cause and effect. Words which are used for cause effect. Cause effect के लिए जो word use होते हैं that is to be called as impact. Okay, effect, and then we say that such a type of words which are having the meaning like this. Okay, and this will sense me that there is a possibility of different types of variables. What is that possibility? That is, there will be a dependent variable, there will be independent. In general, when we are talking about general association, so it is talking about relation. Okay, is talking about a relation. If you say something about a relation, and if you try to say that positive or negative or no relation, then absolutely it is talking about association. Okay, and after then we have the second type of hypothesis. We call it as difference hypothesis. How to understand difference? Then when you are talking, when you are giving a theme of comparison, ओके कंपैरिजन का जो थीम होता है वो हमेशा डिफरेंस चेक के लिए जाता है. सो डिफरेंस कैन बी इन बिटवीन एनी, difference can be in between anything. What is that? It can be between two averages. Okay, I will just mention it as okay, between two averages, between two averages. I hope that you're getting it. Between okay, when I'm saying averages, I mean to say यहाँ पे जब मैं average कहता हूँ तो it can be mean, it can be median, etc. Okay, we don't consider between mode का हम comparison करते हैं, but we call it as proportion. That is proportion भी हम compare कर सकते हैं between two averages. Okay, between two averages, then between यहीं पे लिख लेता हूँ between two और say that 1 oblique 2 oblique more than you can stop me whenever you want. Between more than two averages. What these three words are very essential for us. We will put it as italic so that you will understand. Averages between same 1, 2 or more than two proportions. Okay. So yeah, why I'm writing this? Because we want to test on the basis of this. Okay, statistical test. Association क्या हो सकता है? Association के लिए भी between two variables, between two variables. I'm telling you how to identify statistical test. That is two variables or more than two variables. Okay. Now types of variables which can be involved here. That is variable type. Variable types can be of वेरिएबल टाइप्स क्या हो सकते हैं? वेरिएबल टाइप्स या तो आपका नॉमिनल हो सकता है. नॉमिनल नॉमिनल मतलब कैटेगरिकल या नॉमेनक्लेचर वाला. अगेन आई विल मेक इट एज कैटेगरिकल. ओके, लाइकेट स्केल आपको समझे इसी भाषा में लिखता हूँ. वी कॉल इट एज ऑर्डिनल लाइकेट स्केल और वी से और स्केल that is interval or ratio scale variable or ratio scale variable. So that is variable types can be anything. Okay, if you are using Likert scale categorical data अगर आपके पास है, I will make it as choice of the test के लिए हम जा रहे हैं different types of test. What we can is a scale type data, categorical data. Example gender, Okay, I'm saying age groups आपके समझने के लिए. Income groups, word groups is very essential, etc. Okay, Likert scale variables on 5-point Likert scale: strongly disagree to strongly agree. Okay, satisfied, not at all satisfied, not at all satisfied, satisfied है ना. Okay, or anything, any skill which is talking about not at all satisfied, yeah, these that very unsatisfied to very satisfied, like that. Okay, so like that skill we call it as, it can be a 5-point like it skill, 7-point and 10.2. Approximately 5 to 7-point like it skills are preferred because they can give you difference between the perceptions of the opinion. So it is preferred scale is up to 5 point and 7 point. Somewhere if you feel कि कुछ कहीं पे हम क्वेश्चनर में फ्रेम कर रहे हैं कि ये पर्टिकुलर चीज के लिए लोगों का ओपिनियन बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्लिक्टिंग हो सकता है, तो आई हैव अ हायर स्केल. ओके, एंड हियर इट इज अ स्केल. एज हम मैंने वहां पे डाला है, बट एज इन इयर्स. ओके, एज इन इयर्स. ओके, आपको जो समझता है या आपकी लैंग्वेज में हम ट्राइंग टू पुट इनकम, एक्चुअल इनकम इन आरएस, ओके, एटसेट्रा. ऐसे किसी टाइप के वेरिएबल्स को हम स्केल कैटेगरी में डाल देते हैं. ओके, नाउ ऑटोमेटिकली what is happening that I am talking about association type hypothesis. So what are my null and alternative hypothesis? There is no association, there is association. Okay, so there is a significant association between gender and income of the person. There is a significant association of age groups and income. So there is no association between age groups and income. Like at scale में जब जाते हैं हम, तो we say that there is no association between perception on some aspect, that is satisfaction. There is no significant of association between satisfaction and income of the person. Income is also this income groups. ये जो income groups है ना, ये हमेशा दो कैटेगरिकल भी है and it is a like scale also, because lower income can be, it can be categorized as ordinal also. तो ये थोड़ा सा आइडेंटिफिकेशन है आपके लिए कि आप किस टाइप के वेरिएबल्स को चूज कर रहे हो. As you move from categorical to scale, in statistics we say that scale type variables, they bring more information than that of categorical variables. तो इसीलिए आपका जो डेटा होता है वो हमेशा कोशिश की जाती है कि उसको स्केल पे लेके आए, या एटलीस्ट ऑर्डिनल स्केल पे उसको लेके जाए. तो वी ट्राई टू पुट अ क्वेश्चन एट दैट. So similarly, when we are talking about differences here, when we frame our hypothesis, we also talk about differences. So when we are talking about differences, तो यहाँ पे भी हमारे पास वेरिएबल का frame है, that is categorical variable. So this is categorical variables में difference हो सकता है. Like at scale के variables में I can check a difference. That means there are two variables. I can check the जब हम difference check करते हैं तो difference is always compared. Okay, compared between one dependent, okay, dependent variable which is of any type, है ना, इनमें से किसी टाइप का भी हो सकता है, अगेंस्ट डिपेंडेंट एवरेजेस में हम कैटेगरिकल वेरिएबल को नहीं लेके जाते. we can only compare like a scale and scale type variable. Okay, there are methods to compare proportion वाला जो डिफरेंस है, आप proportions comparison जब आप करते हो तो you can use a categorical variable also. बट या अभी हम उससे थोड़ा सा बचते हैं बोलने से, ताकि एक बार आगे बढ़ते तो सेशन में शायद हम इस पे कमेंट करेंगे. कि इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल is of mostly of the categorical type. यानी I want to see the satisfaction changes with respect to gender or not, satisfaction changes with respect to age group, or satisfaction changes with respect to some income groups or not. This is one way of comparison. What is the other way of comparison? I may compare, जैसे Likert scale का मेरे पास डेटा है. Say for example, I have a data, I have parameter 1. I'm writing my question and I'm framing it as, let us say that I want to check test or rate on a scale of 1 to 5. ये जो आपके नॉर्मली जो प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, these are the problems. यहाँ से यहाँ इस फ्रेम में हमेशा इशू होते हैं. एट दिस फ्रेम ऑफ इशू, इन दिस फ्रेम brings a issue in the data analysis. So that's why I started with the hypothesis. यही हमारा गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल या गाइडिंग डॉक्यूमेंट होता है जो हमारे डेटा एनालिसिस को गाइड करते करते चलता है. ओके. So rate it on a scale of 1 to 5 and I'm putting some rating यहाँ पे आपके पास some rating में लेके जाते हैं. Let us say that I have asked you to rate few things and you are rating it on a scale of 1 to 5. So what is that? Let us say that इसी वर्कशॉप को हम रेट करने की बात करते हैं. सेशंस वेल प्लान्ड सेशंस वर वेल प्लान्ड अगर all the content in all the sessions was useful. Okay. Next one is content was useful, and again I'm saying that it is relevant. Okay, relevant. Stating पे अगर गड़बड़ है तो प्लीज बोलना मुझे. Just typing. Okay. So I say that strongly disagree, NAND, agree, and strong. On a scale of 1 to 5, yeah, strongly disagree, strong. सेशन के लिए हमने 4 बातें आपसे 3 क्वेश्चन हमने फ्रेम किए. सो वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट यू हैव टू गिव योर ओपिनियन ऑन दिस. पीपल कैन गिव एनी आंसर ऑन दिस. ओके. तो यहाँ पे स्टैटिस्टिक्स में व्हाट वी डू, वी कोड एंड रिकोड. इट्स लाइक कोडिंग का प्रोसीजर होता है. व्हाट इज दैट, व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड एज, इट्स कॉल्ड एज अ कोडिंग प्रोसीजर. So what do we do? Wherever possible, we code it. Okay, coding. Most of the software coding is required for the purpose of हम डेटा क्लीनिंग जब करते हैं ना, डेटा क्लीनिंग. सो डेटा क्लीनिंग इज वन स्टेप. हियर वी रिक्वायर टू गो. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ मिसिंग वी कॉल, देन डुप्लीकेट्स, ओके, एटसेट्रा. ये सब यहाँ पे डेटा क्लीनिंग में होता है. जहाँ पे मिसिंग है वहाँ पे फिर क्या करना है, जहाँ पे डुप्लीकेट से उसे रिमूव करना है या डेटा में रखना है. सो दैट टाइप ऑफ डिसीजंस आर टेकिंग. एंड नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज कॉल्ड एज अ कोडिंग स्टेप, कोडिंग ऑफ द पैरामीटर्स. व्हाट इज दैट कोडिंग प्रोसीजर? कोडिंग प्रोसीजर्स में हम कहते हैं जैसे कोडिंग होता है. सो क्वेश्चनर में हम मेल लिखते हैं, देन वी राइट गिव अ जेंडर, सो मेल एंड फीमेल. ओके. सो वी उसके इसीलिए इसके लिए हम क्या करते हैं, जब SPSS में चले जाते हैं. आई विल शेयर SPSS का जो स्क्रीन है, आई विल शेयर इट विद यू ऑल. सो SPSS हैज a screen like this. Okay, so what is that? It is data view and variable view. There is a variable view and data view. Is it visible to everybody? All of you?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Yeah. Okay, if visible, please put a message in the chat box. The question is for everyone. So whenever I will ask the question, please keep yourself updating on the chat box. If you not unmute, that is fine for me, but at least I'm keeping a track on chat box also. And if you have any question, you can ask me directly by unmute yourself, and then you can stop me. You can ask me. So don't hesitate to ask the question. Okay. So as you can see that this is called as a data view and this is called as variable. General Excel की जब हम बात करते हैं तो Excel looks like this. Okay. Excel doesn't have any such a type of things. Excel is to be called as Excel spreadsheet. Okay. And there is no spread, nothing is being mentioned that variable properties, variable category, variable type and all. Okay. It is only sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and you can enter any kind of data. I can write 4, 3, R, and you can see that I can type in that way. Okay. I can define this variable as it can take any type of value. So that is a freedom which Excel allows, but SPSS do not allow us to go for that. It will either consider the variable as a string variable or numeric type variable or whatever variable we are defining. So every variable will be of only one type. Every variable will be of one type because it has two views, and it is to be called as one view is to be called as data view, other view we call it as a variable. If suppose I am defining my first variable is a gender. जब हम जेंडर में डालने की कोशिश करते हैं बाय डिफॉल्ट दिस ऑप्शंस विल कम. अगर मैंने एक क्लिक कर दिया तो डिफॉल्ट में ऑप्शन मेरे पास क्या है जेंडर एनी it is not understanding what is gender. Okay, so we only understand gender means it is we are expecting the values to be male or female or like that. Okay, computer reads it as a word and it is calling it as a variable name. Okay, variable name के लिए जो बाकी सॉफ्टवेयर्स में रूल्स है वही रूल्स यहाँ पे है. That is they means I cannot start with any number, any special character. इससे मैं start नहीं कर सकता हूँ. Even you cannot have a space between two words in a when you are giving a gender in name. Okay, आप जब variable name contains an illegal character, so that is the space is also considered as a illegal character. तो यहाँ पे आपके पास क्या होता है? It should be I can write gender underscore one like that. So it will assume. So there should not be a space. There should not be a special. It should not start with number. It should not start with special character. Okay, you can have a special letter, special character in between. Okay, let us say that if I will write at the rate, it will accept, but it will accept numbers between numbers or any special character between the words. Okay, so it will assume that there is no space. They should not start with a special. एंड मैक्सिमम हम सजेशंस होता है कि मैक्सिमम इसकी वेरिएबल की जो विड्थ होती है वो कितनी होनी चाहिए? कम से कम होनी चाहिए. ओके, दैट इज द assumption. यू कैन डू डिलीट और यू कैन ऐड. सो डिलीट करने के लिए आप इस रो को सिलेक्ट कर लो और यहाँ पे क्लियर करके ऑप्शन को आप क्लियर कर लीजिए. सो दैट इज अ वेरी क्विक ऑप्शन. ओके, अब जेंडर के लिए जब हम बात करते हैं तो जेंडर अगर हम कोई क्विक सेटिस्फैक्शन मैंने लिखा दैट इज सेटिस्फैक्शन. जैसे अभी हमारे पास जो क्वेश्चन है इसमें हमने क्या पूछा है लोगों से? वी हैव आस्क्ड पीपल दैट सेशंस वर वेल प्लान्ड सेशंस. ओके, सो आई कैन गिव अ नेम एज सेशंस अंडरस्कोर प्लान. ओके, सेशंस अंडरस्कोर प्लान. सो आई कैन राइट हियर SES छोटा होना चाहिए अंडरस्कोर प्लान. सो यू कैन चूज योर नेम न्यूमेरिक. सो इट हैज एक्सेप्टेड. बट SES PLN किसी थर्ड पार्टी को जब आप पढ़ने के लिए देंगे तो ये हमें काम नहीं करने वाला है. तो देयर इज लेबल, देयर इज अ फील्ड टू बी कॉल्ड एज लेबल हियर. You can check that this is label. So what is the job of label? That is, if you have a data, if you are handling some 200-400 variables, so and at that time if you are putting some variables in your spreadsheet, then you have to keep your variables in such a way so that if you pass on the spreadsheet to anyone, he will be able to read it. Okay, we call it as defining variable properties. So SPSS allows you to do that in the says gender of the respondent and gender of the respondent. I can write here, and here I can write straight away. I can call it as यहाँ से मैं डेटा उठा के सेशंस वर वेल प्लान मैंने यहाँ पे लिख लिया. दिस वेरिएबल सेज लाइक दिस. ओके, नाउ जेंडर्स के लिए जेंडर आपके पास ऑप्शन है आइदर यू कैन चूज न्यूमेरिक. यहाँ पे टाइप ऑफ द वेरिएबल होता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज टाइप ऑफ द वेरिएबल. सो व्हाट डज द टाइप ऑफ द वेरिएबल डू? टाइप ऑफ द वेरिएबल इज टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट टाइप ऑफ वेरिएबल यू हैव. जेंडर के लिए हमारे पास अगर हमने कोडिंग नहीं किया है जेंडर को, यू कैन सी दैट आई हैव टू ऑप्शंस टू enter mention gender. Either directly I can mention it as male or female, or I can code it. I can code say male as 1 and female as, okay, you can do it in the reverse way also, that is female as 1 and male as 2. It is your choice. So I'm putting it as male as 1 and female as, okay. So this that means you are giving a numerical identification for these variables, and on the basis of that numerical identification you are calling the variable as a numeric type. Okay, comma type variables कब होते हैं? जब you must have seen the people entering a data in the comma format. So what is that comma format? Comma format is nothing but when you have values in rupees and Indian currency system या national and international, there are two types of currency systems we are teaching to the students, and we are calling it as a national and international. तो comma कहाँ पे देना चाहिए, comma कहाँ पे इंडिया में देना चाहिए, हम इंडियंस कहाँ पे देते हैं, या इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे comma कहाँ पे देते हैं. So they talk about million, billions, we talk about lakhs and crores and thousands. Okay, so likewise, dot is again sometimes we require that values to be in a dot nature. Scientific notations, that is, we have say for example 10 raised to power 5 into 10 raised to power 14. So I cannot enter this value directly. Say for example, many scientific notations, number of decimal places is too large for the field. तो कितना decimal places हमने दिया है यहाँ पे. This is scientific notations, and this is places is too large for the field width. Okay, तो आपको field width क्या करनी पड़ेगी, बढ़ानी पड़ेगी. That means every is for everything, that is date. Sometimes we have a data on the dates. Okay, dollars is specifically mentioned or accommodated variable type in the expression, because originating you will find that most of the time, almost all the time, international figures they have mentioned it as in terms of dollars. तो हम dollars में बात करते हैं. Custom currency का यहाँ पे option, you can customize your currency as per your requirement, and it's important one we call it as string. हम जब हमारा डेटा जब हम लेते हैं तो we normally have a data type as numeric, either or we may have it as a date type or string type. तो ये हमारे पास नॉर्मल पॉसिबिलिटीज होती है. यहाँ पे कैरेक्टर से आपका 6 करके मेंशन किया है. तो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट कैरेक्टर 6? लेट अस से दैट जेंडर को हमने मेंशन किया है कैरेक्टर 6, FEMALE, so I can type. Okay, so if I'm typing anything more than this, okay, FEMALE, how much? That is 6. So if you try to type anything, it will not accept now more than 6. So what is the option? You can change the width. आप width change करके देखिए, so whether it will accept or not. So it will email. So that is the width. So width is a restriction. So when you have a string type data, जब आपके पास string type data होता है, तो string type data के लिए आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आपका maximum value string में कितना आने वाला है. So उसका width आपको पता होना चाहिए. Accordingly, we will mention the width. Width is nothing but it is for how much character you can enter here. Similarly for numeric, okay, decimals automatically when you select a string, it will assume it has 0 decimal. And there is a option to be called as values. Okay, I will go to the second variable. I'm calling it as a numerical. Again, I'm calling it as gender. और एक variable यहाँ पे define करता हूँ. Insert. How to insert new variable? Select insert row. I'm calling it as gender. Okay, underscore numeric. I'm calling it as numeric. So coded gender in coded form. Okay. Likewise, so I can mention it as, जैसे हमने यहाँ पे आपने देखा होगा मेजर्स में देखो क्या चेंज हुआ है. जैसे हमने स्ट्रिंग कर लिया, ऑटोमेटिकली इट हैज assumed that you can have only nominal, so it has assumed to be a nominal type measure for the variables, okay, of gender type. आप न्यूमेरिक में देखिए आपके लिए ओपन छोड़ा है. सो न्यूमेरिक कैन बी ऑफ एनी टाइप. इट कैन बी ऑफ नॉमिनल, ऑर्डिनल और स्केल मेजर. जैसे मैंने जेंडर को कहा है, कोडेड इंफॉर्मेशन की भी बात की है. So instead of that, फीमेल को हमने यहाँ पे टू कर लिया. दिस इज मेल. डेटा एंट्री देखिए, फीमेल. आर यू गेटिंग? मैं फास्ट और ज्यादा स्लो हो रहा है, मुझे पता ही जरा. फास्ट है या स्लो है?
Okay, sir.
It is fine.
Yes, sir.
Are you really with spaces?
Yes, sir. Understanding.
Okay. So I can code it in numerical format. So it is 1, 1 and 2 and 2. Okay. Now यहाँ पे आपके पास एक ऑप्शन होता है, that is आपने अगर कोडिंग किया तो ये ऑप्शन आपका एक्टिवेट होता है. Now you need to mention that what is, अगर ये जेंडर वेरिएबल अगर मेरे पास नहीं होता है So I must be able to understand what is to be called as one and what is one and what is two. So how we can do that? Now it is in the numeric format. The benefit of numeric and string format, numeric format over string format is that if you arrange your data, आपको जिस format में data चाहिए होता है, तो आप ascending order में उस data को रख सकते हो. Okay. Automatically what it will do, ascending जब आप string का करते हो, तो you can see that आप यहाँ पे अगर आप ascending of string का करते हो, तो female first then male. Okay. So female first and male second. जब आपको चाहिए डेटा टेबल कैसा चाहिए, आपको मेल पहले देन फीमेल. So in that situation you want your male to be first and female to be second. Now it is only possible if you do it by descending order, but these are the two options only. So यहाँ पे दो options होने की वजह से there is no problem that ascending या descending. But when you have more than two options in a like it scale, जैसे हमारे पास डेटा है, किसी ने यहाँ पे कहा है कि strongly agree, किसी ने कहा है neither agree, strongly this is agree, strongly agree and strongly disagree. तो उन्हीं रिस्पोंडेंट ने हमें इंफॉर्मेशन दिया, सेशन वाज प्लान. तो उन्होंने 5 लोगों ने हमें 5 टाइप के ओपिनियन दिए, दे स्ट्रांगली disagree, but this I know, that's why I can say I need to code it. How do we code it? We say there are two ways of coding. कोडिंग के लिए आपके पास हमेशा दो तरीके होते हैं, तो आपके अंडरस्टैंडिंग डिपेंड करती है, डिपेंड्स ऑन योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. But whenever you are doing data analysis, before going for data analysis, you should mention coding also. That is, what is the code sheet which you have used for the purpose of data analysis, because your code sheet will define your test. Say for example, एक टेस्ट हमने यूज की है correlation. Okay, what is that correlation? Correlation positive. Okay, positive correlation interpretation है ना. दूसरा टर्म क्या होता है? नेगेटिव कोरिलेशन. These are the two terms. यहाँ पे हमेशा याद रखना है, this is negative and positive correlation. So positive correlation indicates what? The change in one variable also brings the same type of change. That means जैसे हमने यहाँ पे कहा है, कोडिंग देखिए, satisfaction, that is satisfaction towards session has positive relationship with the level of, say, level of mathematical understanding of the respondent. हमने एक क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे फ्रेम किया. I have also mentioned here, मैंने एक क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे उनको फ्रेम कर दिया. Rate your mathematical, that is what you can say, up to which class you studied mathematics. So हमने यहाँ पे लिखा, एक ऑप्शन दिया अप टू एसएससी. तो हमें पता है हाई सेकेंडरी में लोगों को पढ़ाया जाता है कंपल्सरी. हो सकता है कि इजी या डिफिकल्ट, डजंट मैटर. जो हमने डाला है हायर सेकेंडरी एचएससी का डाला है. तीसरा हमने डाला है अप टू एचएससी, एंड थर्ड वन इज अप टू ग्रेजुएशन, then up to PG, 4Ps, PG, post graduation. 4 ऑप्शन है. कोडिंग हमने क्या किया है, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3. नाउ सेशंस वर वेल प्लान. एक्सपेक्टेशंस क्या है कि हो सकता है कि मैथमेटिक्स का सेशन है, स्टैटिस्टिक्स का सेशन है, तो जो लोग मैथमेटिक्स स्टैटिस्टिक्स फॉर्मूलीज पे पढ़ते हैं, तो उनके लिए वो सेशन थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल सेशन अगर होता है तो दे कैन इजीली ग्रास्प. ओके, जब आपका मैथमेटिकल्स, डोंट कंसीडर दिस एज जनरल कमेंट फॉर एवरीवन. ओके, आई एम जस्ट पुटिंग माय परसेप्शन, दिस इज एन हाइपोथेसिस, assumption होता है. ओके, assumption के बेसिस पे. So आर्ट्स वाला अगर कोई है तो मैथमेटिक्स वाला अगर कोई सेशन हुआ है तो इट इज वेरी लाइकली कि उसके लिए बहुत ज्यादा टेक्निकल हो जाता है. But similarly, they may like a sessions which are more philosophical or which is talking about literature or like that. Okay, so definitely their understanding, that is all the content in all the sessions was useful, all the content in all the sessions was relevant. So automatically it is likely to change. Okay. Now what is my hypothesis? I'm saying that अगर मैंने इस चीज को कोडिंग किया है 1, so I'm saying that 2 कोड किया है मैंने, this is called as coding. जब मैं SPSS में डेटा एंटर किया है तो I have entered in this format. That means for me 1 means it is strongly disagree, 2 means it is disagree, 3 means neither agree nor disagree, 4 means agree, and 5 means strongly. Okay. Now you can see that higher the education, higher the learning of mathematics, we are expecting more the satisfaction. So that is, we are expecting this as positive correlation. We are expecting this as positive correlation. But if in case, if suppose I have recoded my data, I have coded, ये तो मैंने जनरली पूछा था लोगों से, लेकिन इस डेटा को मैंने स्पेसिस में उल्टा कोड किया है. That is 5 strongly disagree. So यहाँ पे 4, this is 3, this one is 2, and this one is 1. Okay. So what we are expecting? We are expecting that the association, when the result will be executed, it will be exactly opposite. That means, but opposite result doesn't mean the higher the education, there will be less satisfaction. अगर आपका डेटा आपको आंसर, if you got the value, यहाँ पे आपको क्या है आंसर एक्सपेक्टेड है, that is आंसर एक्सपेक्टेड आंसर is 0.345. ओके, यहाँ पे आपके पास क्या आंसर एक्सपेक्टेड है फॉर द सेम डेटा, -0.345. मीनिंग क्या हो गया, दैट इज पॉजिटिव. ये पॉजिटिव कह रहा है, दैट मीन्स हायर द अंडरस्टैंडिंग फॉर मैथमेटिक्स, मोर इज द एग्रीनेस फॉर द स्टेटमेंट. ओके, यहाँ पे क्या कह रहे हैं, द सेम थिंग इट इज सेम, but it is in the negative. Higher the agreement, this is higher the agreement because we have changed the coding. कोडिंग चेंज करने की वजह से आपका डेटा उल्टा हुआ है, दैट्स व्हाई यू आर गेटिंग द नेगेटिव. इसीलिए कोडिंग आप जब करते हो तो यू हैव टू बी कंसिस्टेंट व्हाइल द कोडिंग. आप एक क्वेश्चन को स्ट्रांगली एग्री से स्ट्रांगली डिसएग्री तक कोड करो, या दूसरे क्वेश्चन को वेरी सेटिस्फाइड से वेरी अनसेटिस्फाइड तक कोड करो, तो देन इट विल क्रिएट अ प्रॉब्लम. सो यू हैव टू थिंक कि हम मैं strongly disagree, dissatisfied, that is negativity, I will put it on the lower side, positivity on the higher side, so that when you write your results at the end, you will be able to write it consistently. Sometimes we make a mistake on that. So that's why it become essential for me to be a essentially I should give the codings for the purpose of understanding to the third person. Okay, when I'm sending some research to them. Okay, now in SPSS, how to understand, how to handle such a type of cases. Now numeric data है, gender in coded form, but gender cannot be a scale variable. I cannot calculate the average of gender, so I will put it as nominal type. What about sessions were well planned, but I need to mention that what is 1 and what is 2. So there is a value label करके यहाँ पे option है, value labels. So what is that option? 1 I will call it as male. Okay, 2 I will call it as male and female. I have mentioned. So you can see that change. देखिए यहाँ पे न्यूमरिक में कोई चेंज आया दिखाई दिया न्यूमरिक, लेकिन मुझे न्यूमरिक नहीं चाहिए. आई वांट टू शो द एक्चुअल वैल्यूज. 1 मतलब क्या, 2 मतलब क्या. देयर इज अ tab, there is one tab on the ribbon, and that is 1 and a and 1. You will click it and re-click it, you will understand that it is showing you actual and the coded value. So this is actual and it's coded value. Okay, similarly I can mention here this has strongly disagree. So value 1 indicates, I am saying that value 1 indicates strongly disagree, value 2 indicates strong, this is disagree. You can write a full, यहाँ पे full आप लिख सकते हो, strongly disagree, you don't have any obligations here. Strongly disagree. Okay, change कर दीजिए, this is 2, you can say 2, then you can have disagree, add कर लीजिए. Then third one is, you can say that NA and I'm calling it as neither agree nor disagree. So बहुत बड़ा टर्म हो जाता है। 4 को मैं मेंशन करता हूँ एग्री, एंड 5 को मैं मेंशन करता हूँ स्ट्रॉन्ग मेंशन करता हूँ। व्हाट वेयर इज द बेनिफिट? ओके, यहाँ पे मेजर अभी मेंशन नहीं हुआ है, तो न्यूमेरिक तो मैंने मेंशन किया, बट व्हाट आई कैन मेंशन नाउ आई हैव टू चूज हियर, आई हैव टू मेंशन दैट दिस इज आइदर ऑर्डिनल or I can choose it as a scale. Okay, but normally this is the ordinal type variable, so we can call it as ordinal type. Now, when you consider it as a ordinal or nominal type variables, then what are the obligations? What are the restrictions for it? When they are ordinal or nominal type variables, then I cannot calculate some descriptive measures. Okay, descriptive measures में क्या क्या नहीं calculate कर सकता हूँ? आप देखिए यहाँ पे एक्टिविटी में देखिए टेबल में अगर मैं चला जाता हूँ टेबल, तो ऑटोमेटिकली व्हाट विल डू, in some cases it will not give you the value, it will always come out with the count. ओके, यहाँ पे आपको काउंट मिलेगा। समरी स्टैटिस्टिक्स में भी जब आप क्लिक करोगे तो यू विल नॉट गेट एनी ऑप्शन टू बी कॉल्ड एज मेजर ऑफ सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी और मेजर ऑफ डिस्पर्शन. But sometimes we also require to have measures of central tendency like mean, median, and standard deviation. We also calculate for ordinal type variable just to show case what is the median of that particular data. So what is the option to handle in SPSS? We call it as analyze में चली जाइए. There is a descriptive, and in descriptive you can think about station, the options, and then you have mean, median, standard deviation, and all. That means it doesn't mean you cannot calculate, but you cannot easily calculate. जैसे टेबल में टेबल के ऑप्शन जो होते हैं वो हमेशा इजी हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि अगर यहाँ पे इसी डेटा पे आपके पास जेंडर है, इसी डेटा का आपके पास ये है, आपने नेक्स्ट वेरिएबल डाला हुआ है, सबका एक साथ आपको एक टेबल में मिलेगा. बट व्हेन यू हैव डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ, यानी आपका अगर वेरिएबल स्केल पे डिफाइन नहीं किया है, then you will not. Say for example, if I define this as a scale, then I can calculate the table वाला जो quick option है, table से मैं क्या करके लिख दिया जाता है, जैसे दिया, it will automatically show that it will be mean का ऑप्शन आपको दिखाई देगा, मीन आ जाता है, and automatically other summary statistics, minimum, maximum, median, standard deviation, percentiles, and all I can calculate in this. So that's why this measure become very essential for me to do my calculation. So these are my variable properties, value labels. What is the purpose of missing? Missing का purpose होता है, suppose if I am having some missing value here, से इस डेटा को मैं रिपीट करता हूँ. अभी हमारे पास we have different type of values here. Okay, let us say that I have taken observations and is डेटा डाल देता हूँ एक बार, आप ये देख लीजिए. then we have हम डेटा यहाँ पे डाल देते हैं. Okay, we have डेटा हमारे पास आगे एनालिसिस के लिए हमें काम है. Okay, so we have other values. I will add, just wait, मैं बाकी variables की भी डेटा डाल देता हूँ. Let me stop share first. I have added 3 more variables. दोनों वेरिएबल का मैंने डेटा यहाँ पे छोड़ दिया. I'm taking this for the purpose of my analysis only. So hypothetical data है, इसी सेशन का डेटा है. So it is call it as, say, शेयर करता हूँ स्क्रीन आपके लिए. I hope you are getting it. Okay. So on content, that is content is, what is that? Content is useful, content is relevant. So I'm mentioning it as content, content useful, content relevant. Okay. So content useful content, इसको मैं अपने तरीके से कोड कर लेता हूँ. Useful content and relevant content. कॉपी पेस्ट यहाँ पे देखिए आपका जो ऑप्शन है कॉपी जो वेरिएबल प्रॉपर्टी. देयर आर टू ऑप्शन. वन वी हैव, यहाँ पे देखिए डेटा में जाइए, यहाँ पे कॉपी डेटा प्रॉपर्टी करके ऑप्शन. तो द एक्टिव डेटा सेट्स में मुझे कॉपी करना है. व्हाट इज दैट वेरिएबल? द वेरिएबल. आप किसी के साथ कॉपी करना है? दिस. Okay, what do you want to copy? Value labels I want to copy. Custom attributes, missing values, variable label मुझे copy नहीं करने, तो मैं deselect कर देता हूँ. Then measurement label I want it to be the same as that of the previous one. Role, formats, alignment I don't bother about. And data editor, column width, ये बाकी सब हम. ध्यान रखना है कि variable label जब आप copy करते हो, so it will copy session were well planned for everything. So we'll consider it as variable label. And आगे बढ़ते इसको फिनिश कर दीजिए, तो ऑटोमेटिकली यू विल फाइंड योर रेस्ट ऑफ द वेरिएबल्स जहाँ पे कॉपी फाइल को हम सेव कर लेते हैं पहले. अगर प्रॉब्लम होता है बीच में तो कैन ओपन माय फाइल. दिस इज वर्कशॉप को भी हम सेव कर लेते हैं. Okay. Now you will see that all the data properties are being copied. यानी जो हमने पहले वेरिएबल को दिया था उसको हमें ऑटोमेटिकली बाकी वेरिएबल्स के लिए. So what is that? The option to be called as copy data properties. Okay. यहाँ पे और कुछ वेरिएबल प्रॉपर्टीज है. देखिए डिफाइन देयर इज अ ट्रांसफॉर्म करके एक वेरिएबल है. Okay, what is that transform? What is the meaning of transform? That is compute variable, record into same variable, record into different variable. ये दो तीन ऑप्शन ज्यादा frequent यूज होते हैं, इन्हीं पे हम बात करते हैं. So what is that? Say for example, I have annual income. Okay, I'm taking it as, let us say, age. Okay. Age of the person, I'm calling it as age in years. Okay, so it is a numeric variable. तो स्केल वेरिएबल हमने दिया है. तो लेट मी टेक इट फ्रॉम माय डेटा. So I have age, I have taken it from 18 to say 60. इसका मैंने एज ग्रुप लिया है. And we want it to be how much it is, how many values we have, 41 values. This is my age का डेटा है मेरे पास. एज के डेटा को हम कॉपी करके आप लेके आ सकते हैं. Either you can copy it from your Excel or you have an option to call it as import. File, open का ऑप्शन होता है और दूसरा होता है न्यू फाइल. ओके, सो आप जब ओपन में चले जाएंगे, ओपन डेटा, जब आप डेटा में चले जाओगे तो आपके पास यहाँ पे सिंपल ऑप्शन है ओपन होने का. दैट इज यहाँ पे एक्सेल सेलेक्ट कर लीजिए. द ऑप्शन कॉल्ड एज एक्सेल एंड यू गेट ऑल डेटा ऑफ एक्सेल. आपके पास एक्सेल का सारा डेटा यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा आपको. जैसे मैं एक डेटा मेरे पास है तो मैं ओपन करके देख सकते हो व्हाट इज दैट डेटा. ओके, सो दिस इज द डेटा व्हिच इज हैविंग ऑल सच टाइप ऑफ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. आप देख सकते हो ये पूरा डेटा मेरा ओपन हुआ है. इसमें वेरिएबल लेबल वगैरह हमने हटा दिया. That means a very simple way of doing that. You can close your file if you don't want to as open. Now understand, not deviate ourselves. So it is recode into same variable, recode into different variable. So compute variable करके एक ऑप्शन होता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल हमने क्या किया है, एज हमें पता चला है किसी का, जब हमने एज एंटर किया है. So I am working with a computer which is saying that computer is talking about is the problem in the value when we enter the value. तो किसी ने जब डेटा को एंटर किया तो उसने क्या किया है, 2 साल से कम करके हर किसी का एज डाला है, 2 साल से कम करके एज डाला है. व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल कंप्यूट a new age, corrected age. So that is corrected age target variable. देखो वेरिएबल हम यहाँ पे प्रॉपर्टीज हम डिफाइन कर सकते हैं, वेरिएबल टाइप लेबल. सो इट इज एज करेक्टेड एज न्यूमेरिक टाइप, इट इज अ न्यूमेरिक टाइप एंड लेबल. यहाँ पे देखिए वेरिएबल नेम हमने ठीक से लिखा हुआ है एंड आई एम मेंशनिंग इट एज एज प्लस 2. ओके. सो इफ कंडीशन अगर है आपके पास, कभी कभी हम कहते हैं कि ओनली कुछ ही एज के साथ ऐसा हुआ है, बाकी जो एज है जहाँ पे, यानी हो सकता है कि जहाँ पे आपने कहा है कि जहाँ पे एज, जिसका एज ना, द एज विच इज लेस देन 40 उसी डेटा में हुआ है, सो देन आई कैन पुट अ कंडीशन. ओके. या अदरवाइज कोई और कंडीशंस अगर आपको पता है कि जिस कंडीशंस में उसको ओनली वैल्यूज एज इक्वल्स टू, जहाँ पे भी उसको एज, जहाँ पे 18 लिखा हुआ है, एज इक्वल्स टू 18, देन यू कैन हैव एंड एज इक्वल्स टू 28, एज इक्वल्स टू 20 sorry 38, 48, 58, 68 इस डेटा के साथ हुआ है, तो यू कैन मेंशन द कंडीशंस. Now we don't want to exclude any value. We are saying that all the way it has considered the correction. Okay. The way of doing that. So let us save it first. File को वापस एक बार रीओपन करता हूँ. Following the फाइल ओपन करने का सिंपल तरीका आपके पास स्पेसेस होना चाहिए. तो आप स्पेसेस आपके पास रहेगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली फाइल. सो आई वांट टू ट्रांसफॉर्म कंप्यूट एज करेक्टेड okay, type and label, it is type is label is corrected age, न्यूमेरिक टाइप कंटिन्यू कर लीजिए, एज इन इयर्स, एज प्लस व्हाट प्लस 2. ओके कर लीजिए. यू विल फाइंड, यू विल गेट अ न्यू वेरिएबल दैट इज एज करेक्टेड. ओके. तो दिस इज एज करेक्शंस हमने कर लिए, दैट इज हर किसी का एज 2 साल से जो कम किया था वो करेक्शन. The option to be called as recode into different variables. So I want to recode into different variables. मुझे actually नहीं चाहिए. I want to make it as categories. So what are these categories? That is age corrected. Here I will call it as age category. Age category. तो change कर दीजिए. जो नया variable आने वाला है वो किस नाम से आएगा? Age category. Label you can mention here age category. Okay, change कर दीजिए. मैं इसमें ओल्ड एंड न्यू फॉर्मेट आपने डिसाइड किया है. वैल्यू लोवेस्ट फ्रॉम 25, यानी पहला एज ग्रुप आपका है बिलो 25, तो लेट अस मेक इट एज 1. ओके. देन रेंज 26 to 35. ओके. 2 35 36 to 45. जब आपका डेसिमल वैल्यूज होते हैं थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना पड़ता है, बाकी इंटीजर वैल्यूज में आपको कोई टेंशन नहीं. दैट इज add. Then 46 to 55, it is 4, and then 56 to 65, yeah, above 56. I want to mention it as above 55. So make it as 1. So range value to highest. So it is above 56. Value is 5 एज की कैटेगरी हमने बना दी. ओके. ओके कर दीजिए. यू विल फाइंड दैट यू विल गेट द कैटेगरीज ऑफ एज. तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपका डेटा ट्रांसफॉर्म होकर आपके पास आया. तो व्हाट इज दैट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के लिए वी गॉट नाउ दिस एज, बट आई नीड टू मेंशन हियर वैल्यूज में जाके मैं स्पेसिफाई करूंगा व्हाट इज 1 इज लेस 25 एंड लेस 25 2 is 26 to 35. 3 is 36 to 45. 4 is 46 to 55. And 5 is about 55. Okay, good. Nominal, आपको nominal रखना है या ordinal? You have choice for the age. है ना, age क्योंकि numeric category है, तो age you can put it as nominal or ordinal. That you can. Okay. Now let us see what has happened now. You have transformed your age, so that is called as a transformation process. So these are the very essential facts of your handling of spaces. What is that? Variable view and data. You can see that your data is entered. Data is very properly entered. Now, what do we need to decide? Okay, what we need to do. So you can see that we are talking about 4 types of analysis. One we are calling it as descriptive statistics. Okay, in descriptive statistics, what is being included? Mean, median, mode, standard deviations, variance, etc. Okay, variance. Okay, a graphical and tabular presentation. Tabular, table, and graphs. Rather calling it as graphical, table and graph presentation. Graphs and diagram, we call it as diagram. There are few graphs, there are few diagrams. By diagrams and also charts. अलग-अलग नाम है. सबके अलग-अलग characteristics भी है. Graphs has a scale, that is y-axis, x-axis. You cannot do scale में change नहीं कर सकते हो. Scale wise data move हो जाता है. Diagrams and charts में you can you don't require any scale. You can change this as per your requirement. So charts and diagrams and graphs. Okay. So charts में आपके पास क्या option होते हैं? Pie chart, bar chart. Then you have few other options to be called as. There are many more options, but most frequent options are pie chart, bar chart. ग्राफ्स में हमारे पास होता है लाइन चार्ट. चार्ट्स में लाइन चार्ट भी होता है. ग्राफ्स में हमारे पास होता है हिस्टोग्राम. देन पैरेटो that is Pareto chart and all. Okay, where scale is essential on y-axis. Okay, so graphs and diagram presentation. Table, graph and diagram. यहाँ पे हमारे पास होता है basic data distribution. We call it as the information distribution of responses. Normally we call the term as basic data distribution या basic response distribution. आप दोनों में से कोई भी टर्म आप यहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हो. basic response distribution या basic data distribution. What is the purpose of basic data distribution या basic response distribution? The purpose of basic data distribution or response distribution is that you may like to check. Okay, you may like to say that how many people have responded in what way to any of your question. Okay, that is how many people have responded positively, how many people have responded negatively, how many people have responded जैसे अभी हमने कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछा, how many male, how many female, how many in each age category. So that is nothing but that is to be called as what? It is to be called as basic response distribution, and we require that because if you have a questionnaire, in that questionnaire you may require to write something about how many male in your data set, how many female in your data set, how many responded in each of the age group. This age group आपने किया. Okay, so we call it as table and graph. There's another statistics we call it as inferential analysis, and here is the part we call it as testing of hypothesis. Testing of hypothesis. Testing of hypothesis हमारे लिए essential बन जाता है. यहाँ पे आपके पास distribution will do for testing of hypothesis. The topics which I'm going to cover in this particular session, they are very basic. For me, I'm considering them to be a basic, but they are very essential from your perspective. At least you can, on the basis of this, you can write your some research papers. Okay. We are going to talk about, when we are talking about inferential analysis, we talk about two types of tests. One we call it as parametric test, other we call it as non-parametric test. Non-parametric. I'm assuming that you know what is to be called as parametric. आपके सेशंस से पहले जो भी सेशन हुए उन्होंने आपको पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट या नॉन पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट के बारे में बताया होगा. For every parametric test, there is a non-parametric test which is available. Okay. So what are the assumptions of parametric test? Data must be on at least interval scale. Then it must be normally distributed. These two conditions are satisfied, then the rest of the one more condition that will be automatically taken care. That is, variances should be equal variances are assumed in each of the group. Okay. If not, then we have to move to the non-parameter. So what we say in the domain for the comparison, we have one sample t test. Okay. Then two independent यहाँ पे ध्यान दो, जहाँ पे कर्सर है मेरा, कर्सर को हम two independent sample comparison. लिए two independent sample t test. We have paired sample t. We also have ANOVA. It can be of one way, नॉन पैरामेट्रिक में इस इन्हीं के सभी के पैरेलल टेस्ट है हमारे पास. Okay, we say ANOVA is again repeated measure. सारे टर्म्स आपके लिए हो सकते हैं, नए हो, कुछ लोगों ने यूज भी किया होगा. एक और टेस्ट होती है जो हम काइस्पर को दोनों डोमेन से बाहर रखते हैं. काइस्पर इज मोस्ट फ्रीक्वेंटली यूज्ड टेस्ट बाय many of you. One sample, we say that one sample will Wilcox. यहाँ पे टेस्ट चेंज होता है. इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे टेस्ट हैं. सैंपल टू इंडिपेंडेंट सैंपल मैन टेस्ट और विल्कॉक्सन रैंक सम टेस्ट, इसी का नाम है. विल नॉट गिव मैन विटनेस अ फेमस थिंग. पेड सैंपल द सेम टेस्ट, one sample and paired sample Wilcoxon. Paired sample Wilcoxon sign rank test. ANOVA में one में this is non-parametric ANOVA, non-parametric ANOVA. Okay. Tests are physical values, and then we can have repeated measure, that is Friedman. Friedman's ज़्यादा हो रहा है, let us understand. बीच में छोड़ेंगे तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. Okay, so these are the counter test. ये सारे टेस्ट हमारे पास, ये डोमेन इज वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग डोमेन which is most frequently used डोमेन. Okay, इसके साथ होता है हमेशा पोस्ट ऑफ कंपैरिजन होता है. एंड प्रेडिक्टिव एनालिसिस में हमारे पास क्या हो जाता है, दैट इज वी से प्रेडिक्टिव correlation and predictive analysis. So what is that? Correlation. What is that? Carl Pearson's correlation. Chikana name Carl Pearson's correlation coefficient. Next one is Spearman's rank correlation. अभी आजकल जो नया यूज हो रहा है Kendall's Tau. This species has that. Okay. Species has that test. We call it as Kendall's dog. Okay, Kendall's dog is considered superior to Germans. So most of the time it is reported nowadays. Okay, so Kendall's dog. Interpretation same. Interpretations are same. Okay. Now this is correlation. ये सारे correlation वाले हो गए. Predictive में what is that? We have linear regression, non-linear. There are so many tests. As per your data set, it changes. Non-linear regression. Nowadays, they are using structural equation models, SEM. Again, a predictive. It is predictive testing. Everything. सबके लिए हम use करते हैं. Multivariate test. That is a domain to be called as multivariate test. Multivariate tests. What is that? We use factor analysis. Factor analysis. Both types. EFA, exploratory factor analysis, and EFA. Okay, then you are using multidimensional scaling, MDS you are using. You are using correspondence analysis. You are using PCA, principal component analysis. Then we are using SEM. So both are tests. Okay. Now I have mentioned all this. Okay. Now handle a few of this by SPSS, where I'm not sure that this session is going to over by clock. 1 o'clock पे तक जितना possible I will try to do all that. Okay, we already have. Accordingly, means how to choose the test. Now, the choice of the test is on the basis of your hypothesis. So that's why I always say your hypothesis जो होता है वो हमेशा strong होनी चाहिए. Hypothesis अगर आपके strong है, they are very precise, very clear. How to understand whether your hypotheses are clear and precise or not? The very simple thought is that if you are able to find out the variables in your questionnaire, which can be used to test your hypothesis, then your hypotheses are clear and precise. अगर आप कंफ्यूजन में होते हो कि अभी इसके लिए मैं कौन सा hypothesis variable यूज कर सकता हूँ, इसके लिए कौन सा यूज करूँ, इसके लिए कौन सा यूज करूँ, then you will also require to have more focus on your और थोड़ा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. Now, where all these tests are available? So let us say that now I'm putting it as hypothesis. मैं मेरे जो questionnaire है, इस छोटी सी questionnaire का एक hypothesis हम रखते हैं. Okay. So I'm putting some hypothesis. Let us say is another test we called as chi-square test. Okay. Chi-square के लिए भी हम बात करते हैं. We say एक hypothesis रखता हूँ H01 सारे null रखता हूँ. There is no association of age and gender as a participation as in participation of the workshop. ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ खास एज ग्रुप में ही कुछ स्पेसिफिक जेंडर प्रेजेंट है और कुछ एज ग्रुप में जेंडर अवेलेबल नहीं है. लेट अस मेक इट एज 2 कैटेगरीज. सो अब मैं इसको टेस्टेबल लेके जाता हूँ. दैट इज हाइपोथेसिस हम स्टैटिस्टिक्स में से कहते हैं एज इज जेंडर इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ फॉर पार्टिसिपेशन. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि पढ़ने के लिए कुछ स्पेसिफिक एज में ही कुछ स्पेसिफिक जेंडर प्रेजेंट है एंड कुछ एज में जेंडर प्रेजेंट नहीं. सो लेट अस मेक इट एज 2 कैटेगरीज. आई विल मेक वन वेरिएबल फॉर दिस. टेस्ट चॉइस ऑफ द टेस्ट क्या होगा? चॉइस ऑफ द टेस्ट व्हाट विल बी दैट? इट विल बी chi-square. Why chi-square? Because you are expecting your data to be of this format. What is that format? Let us say that I am making 2 categories, less than 35 and more than 35 in the age. Okay, 35 and more, equal to or more than 35. And यहाँ पे हमारे पास है male and female. So this we call it as a contingency table. So we are expecting a data in this format. So we are going to use chi-square test. ये understanding है. That is, I want to use proportion comparison. I want to compare the frequency of number of male, number of females in each age category. इसके लिए मेरे पास कोई categorization अभी तक available है. So I will go to transform, record into different. So let us make it as एज कैटेगरी फॉर H01 चेंज कर लिया, एंड इसे भी आप चेंज कर लीजिए H01. Okay, now old and new, what is that? Lowest true, I want to make it as 35 now. So 35 से कम चाहिए मुझे. Okay, so I'll make it as 34.99 या 34 भी चलेगा मेरे. चेंज, एंड इसे रिमूव कर दीजिए, दिस यू रिमूव, एंड इसे आप क्या कर लीजिए, चेंज कर दीजिए फ्रॉम 35, दैट इज फ्रॉम 35. एक मिनट दीजिए मुझे प्लीज. ठीक, सो कंटिन्यू करो. दैट इज ऐड चेंज, कैंसिल करके चेंज आपको ऐड करना पड़ेगा, तब वो कंटिन्यू एंड ओके. so you will get a new variable here. what is that variable? आपके पास एक नया वेरिएबल मिला है 5. अभी देखो मैंने प्रॉब्लम ऐसा किया है कि मैंने उसको 5 ठीक किया. नाउ आई कैन चेंज दिस फाइल. कंट्रोल F जो आपका यूजुअल ऑप्शन है, फाइंड 5, जहाँ पे भी 5 है उसे वो रिप्लेस करे 2 से. मुझे 2 चाहिए तो मैंने 5 को रिप्लेस किया 2, कॉलम को सेलेक्ट करके रिप्लेस किया. ओके, दैट इज फाइंड एंड रिप्लेस ऑप्शन यहाँ पे भी आ गया. So what is that? Next is 1 and 2. So it is 1, we say that less than 35, and 2 is 35 and more, right? Okay, do it as which category? Analysis के लिए आपके पास ऑप्शन है go to analyze, descriptive and cross tab. So gender in the coded form I will require in the rows, age for hypothesis 1, statistics I will click, I will choose chi-square. You also have other coefficients. Okay, what is the problem with chi-square test? This chi-square test can only tell us about how much, whether a relationship exists or not. Okay. We also require to find out the type of, this is only type of relationship. We also want to find out the strength of relationship. So you can choose some other measures. Now both the variables are of nominal type. अगर आपके दोनों वेरिएबल ऑर्डिनल टाइप है तो आप इन दोनों को ले सकते हो. सो कंटिजेंसी कोएफिशिएंट का इंटरप्रिटेशन इट इज सेम एज दैट ऑफ योर कोरिलेशन कोएफिशिएंट. सो लेट अस चूज कंटिजेंसी कोएफिशिएंट. कंटिन्यू करो. डिस्प्ले क्लस्टर्ड बार, आपको यहाँ पे बार चार्ट भी मिल जाएगा. सब डोंट सप्रेस द टेबल, लेट इट बी. सेल्स में देखिए, अगर आपके पास ऑब्जर्व्ड एंड एक्सपेक्टेड है तो यू कैन डू इट. आप ऑब्जर्व्ड एक्सपेक्टेड दोनों रखना चाहते हो तो. Another is percentage if you want a column wise, यानी आप column wise percentage लेते हो तो now I have, what is that column? In column what I have mentioned the age. So less than 35 में कितना मेल फीमेल है, greater than 35 and greater में कितने मेल फीमेल है. So that is okay. Round cell counts if you want to do that, then continue and okay कर लीजिए. So you will get your output. Once you get your output, you will find that you got a percentage. So I have 7 male, 7 female in less than 35 age group, but in greater than 35 I have 9 male and 18 female. Now test statistics value, when I look for the test statistics value, Pearson chi-square value is, यहाँ पे हमारे पास interpretation होता है asymptotic significance. This is to be called as p value. This is to be called as p value. So what is the decision criteria? Decision criteria states that if p value is less than 0.05, we reject our null hypothesis. So what is my null hypothesis? There is no association of age and gender in the workshop. Okay. तो अगर मैं इसको थोड़ा सा, अगर मैं डेटा में आप अगर देखेंगे कि डेटा को हम थोड़ा सा मॉडिफाई अगर करते हैं, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल एक जेंडर है जिसमें हमने मेल में हम और एक यहाँ से बढ़ा के कर देते, एक बढ़ा देते. ओके, पहला जो इंटरप्रिटेशन था उसी के आगे हम बढ़ते. थोड़ा सा मैं डेटा को चेंज करके आपके सामने बताऊंगा. व्हाट इज दैट? for the value. This is 9 male and 18 female. So you can see that as I'm changing the values on this diagonal, your p-value is also changing. Previously, the p-value was how much? It was 0.300. 0.300. And if this diagonal comes in a picture, so if I want to show, if I want to see that whether there exists a relationship, what is my normal understanding? That is less than 35 वाले मेल ज़्यादा अगर आते हैं या greater than 35 वाले फीमेल अगर ज़्यादा, automatically I can say that there is a association between gender and age. यानी lower age group less than 35 male are prominently present, and greater than age greater than 35 or more the female are prominently present. So let us see that यहाँ पे भी ये value p value कितना हुआ है 0.070. So p value is greater than 0.05. It is almost greater than, यानी थोड़ा सा एक value का अगर आपका difference है, उतना difference अगर आपका निकल जाता है by any means, then automatically you find that it is going to be a positively associated. So try to understand. I'm not asking you to change the data. I'm telling you the different interpretation for the values. Okay. So what is now? This is talking about 9 male less than 35, 19 female greater than 35 and more. तो यहाँ पे वैल्यू आपको कितना मिला है 0.036. Okay, don't bother about what is the value of chi-square. You can check directly the value of p value. So if p value is less than 0.05, so I am rejecting a null hypothesis. If I am rejecting this null hypothesis, what is the next hypothesis? Alternate we are accepting, right? What is that alternate hypothesis? It states that there is association. तो इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? Lower the age group, more will be one of the gender. Higher the age group, one more will be one of the gender. अभी हमारे पास जो डेटा है, इस डेटा के अकॉर्डिंगली which gender is prominently present in which of the category? You can see that gender with less than 35 is prominently present. That is, they are male prominently from the age group less than 35. Female prominently from the age group 35 and more is group में. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि those who are in a workshop participation, that is male less than 35 are more interested, and female greater than 35 and more, they are more interested to study the data analysis. Okay, so like that we can have an interpretation. So this is to be called as chi-square test, आपका hypothesis testing. तो basic chi-square test का एक बार आपको execution वापस समझा देता हूँ. It is a table, लेकिन डेटा आपका categorical होना चाहिए. Data on categorical, execution देखिए, analyze, descriptive, cross tab, put one value here, one variable in the rows, one variable in the column. यहाँ पे कोई स्पेसिफिकेशन की जरूरत नहीं है आपको कि कौन सा वेरिएबल कौन से इसमें जाना चाहिए. ओनली व्हेन यू आर कैलकुलेटिंग अ परसेंटेज, जब आप परसेंटेज कैलकुलेट करते हो तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कॉलम, जो कॉलम में आपने वेरिएबल डाला है उसके वाइज आपको परसेंटेज मिला है. दैट मीन्स इफ आई एम स्टेटिंग, यहाँ पे जो मैं 76 कह रहा हूँ, I'm saying something about the percentage, that is 60% of what less than 35 male, 60% male and 40% female. 35 and more male, only 26.9% male and 73.1% female. So total आपका 60 plus 40 का 100 आएगा and 26.9 plus 73.1 का 100 आएगा. Now this is to be called as your interpretation of the cross tab. Okay, the first test we call it as chi-square test. Okay, now what is the next possibility? I may be interested to check. Okay, test whether saying that H naught, I'm framing my H naught. What is my H naught? There is no significance of difference between age, because of average age when compared between streams of learning. CREMS education. I'm making two group comparison. Okay, making two group comparison. So what is this? That two group comparison. I'm saying that I'm making two streams. One is arts and commerce. लोगों से मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा था अगेंस्ट कंपैरिजन यहाँ पे क्या है एवरेज एज का कंपैरिजन आर्ट्स एंड कॉमर्स अगेंस्ट साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी एज को हमें कंपैरिजन में लेके जाए सो आई विल पुट माय डेटा फॉर दैट पार्टिसिपेशन हमने मांगा है लोगों से कितने लोगों ने क्या कहा है लेट अस यस I hope you all are understanding. I'm assuming that, okay? I don't know. One, arts and commerce. Is science and technology. Unknown, this is nominal. I'm making all the changes before so that you will understand what I'm doing. I want to see how many male, how many female. So what I can do, I can go for descriptive or frequencies में जाके मैं देख सकता हूँ. This is my frequency. How many male, how many female, what are the responses in all these. I want statistics. I don't want any other statistics. Only count I require. Okay, count मुझे चाहिए, charts मुझे चाहिए, so that I can do. Okay. Open the file again. ये वर्जन मेरे पास अभी जो मैं एक्सिक्यूट कर रहा हूँ ये टेम्पररी वर्जन मेरे पास बीच में बंद हो जाएगा फॉर टुडेस सेशन वी हैव राउंड ऑलरेडी सो एनालाइज वेरिएबल क्या था आपका स्ट्रिंग मुझे देखना है टेबल में देखना चाहता हूँ टेबल एंड ग्राफ में हाउ मेनी मेल हाउ मेनी फीमेल ओके देखिए एज कैटेगरी एज मिक्स जब होता है डेटा तो आपके पास कर लीजिए this type of information you get so I'm preparing my report also simultaneously so let us say the report okay age कितना मेल कितना जेंडर कितना है एज कितना है एज वाले कितने कौन से एज के कितने लोग हैं you have to work on word document that is one basis आप किसी भी सॉफ्टवेयर में काम करोगे तो आपको वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट पे आपका काम करना पड़ता है वन फॉर आपका वर्ड एक्सेल हमेशा अच्छा होना चाहिए वर्किंग एनी ऑफ द एज कैटेगरी इतने सारे आर्ट्स कॉमर्स में हमारे पास 25 पीपल है 26 हमने क्या कहा है देयर इज नो सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन एज ना एज के एज वाइज कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है तो मुझे कंपेयर करना है एज ऑफ द पीपल फ्रॉम व्हाट आई नीड टू कंपेयर हियर आई नीड टू कंपेयर व्हाट आई नीड टू कंपेयर comparison expected comparison what is that compare age of respondent from average age of respondent from arts and commerce against science and technology variable type is स्केल टाइप बिकॉज एज इन हमने क्या लिया है because age is in years against comparison category variable कौन सा है stream level of significance we will mention it as level of significance is equals to let us say 5%, that is 0.05 comparison. Okay, so what next? Test statistic मतलब कौन सा टेस्ट चॉइस चूज करूं, we call it as choice of the test or choice of the test. कौन से टेस्ट है हमारे पास? We can choose any two. ये हो गया टू ग्रुप कंपैरिजन, दिस इज टू ग्रुप कंपैरिजन. सो पैरामेट्रिक में से पैरामेट्रिक डोमेन टी टेस्ट, अगर पैरामेट्रिक के assumption satisfy होता है, नॉन पैरामेट्रिक मैन विटनी यू टेस्ट. Man Whitney. What are the assumption for test? पहला तो assumption हमारा satisfy हुआ है, that is scale type है. Now next I need to check the normality. To test the normality in spaces, age, descriptive. Okay. Age in years. Compare it against stream. Plots में जाइए, normality, keep factor levels together, box plot, and mention continue. Both we want statistics and plots. Continue. Okay. So you will see that your data is हमारे पास दो टेस्ट के रिजल्ट आते हैं. हमारे पास हमने बॉक्स प्लॉट भी जनरेट किया. You can see the box plot. Okay. It is talking about the distribution of data over the range of minimum to maximum. 4 quarters. Quarter 1, quarter 1, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 का data distribution. If you try to put, यहाँ पे अगर आप इस डेटा से अगर आप नॉर्मलिटी प्लॉट करना चाहते हो, you will understand that they are not perfectly normal. They are skewed somewhere. So the test के जो results होते हैं, we will interpret it on the basis of test. So test of normality देखिए, अगर टेस्ट ऑफ नॉर्मलिटी में हमारे पास जो टेबल आया है, दैट इज देयर आर टू टेस्ट, स्पेसिस गिव टू टेस्ट, वन वी कॉल इट एज केएस टेस्ट, अदर वी कॉल इट एज Shapiro-Wills test. There are many other tests which can be used and different softwares use different tests for Anderson-Darling KS test, Shapiro-Wills. There are so many tests. Okay, but there are few tests which are very common, very frequent, and they are having more reliability in terms of the results, so we are using them. Now यहाँ पे टेस्ट ऑफ नॉर्मलिटी का जो हाइपोथेसिस होता है, टेस्ट ऑफ नॉर्मलिटी हाइपोथेसिस क्या होता है? हाइपोथेसिस ऑफ नॉर्मलिटी, ये बहुत एसेंशियल. व्हाट इज दैट? डेटा इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड नॉर्मली. null, this is your null hypothesis, and data is not distributed normally. Data is not distributed normally. तो यहाँ पे नॉर्मली क्या होना चाहिए? आपका नल हाइपोथेसिस रिटेन होना चाहिए. आई एम रिपीटिंग, नल हाइपोथेसिस टू बी रिटेन्ड, alternate to be rejected. तो ऑटोमेटिकली डिसीजन क्राइटेरिया में क्या आना चाहिए? दिस पी वैल्यू शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 0.05. अगर आप इफ यू लुक एट द केएस वैल्यू टेस्ट वैल्यू, तो केएस टेस्ट का जो इंटरप्रिटेशन है, अप्रोक्सीमेटली दिस वैल्यू इज ग्रेटर देन 0.05. But for case test we also have one correction, we call it as a Lilly force significance correction, जो वहाँ पे लिख के आया है. It states that the value of p value of the case test, if you want to assume data to be normally distributed, then your p value of case test should be greater than 0.200, that is 20.200 से ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए. On the basis of this, now suppose if I assume, now let us assume यहाँ पे तो clearly this value is less than 0.05, so Shapiro Wilks is clearly stating that data is not distributed normal. But for time being, you have not accepted the result of Shapiro Wilks, and you are stating that I will accept the case test के results, and I will say, I will assume that data is approximately normally distributed. Okay, data is approximately data is normally distributed. Then I can use, therefore use पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट. अब डोमेन कौन सा है पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट का? पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट में कौन सा टेस्ट यूज करोगे? तो गोइंग टू यूज टी टेस्ट. ओके, कंपैरिजन के लिए. नाउ लेट अस मूव टू द टी टेस्ट. लेट अस चेक. अगर आप केएस टेस्ट के एज रिजल्ट्स लेके चलते हो तो यू आर गोइंग टू यूज, व्हाट इज दैट? गो टू एनालाइज, देन कंपेयर मींस इंडिपेंडेंट सैंपल टी टेस्ट. तो टेस्ट वेरिएबल कौन सा है आपका? एज ऑफ द पर्सन. What we are testing whether the average age is different from in the different age group. ऐसा तो नहीं कि कॉमर्स आर्ट्स वाले कम एज वाले पार्टिसिपेट हो रहे, साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी वाले ज़्यादा एज वाले पार्टिसिपेट हो रहे. सो लेट अस से वी वांट टू टेस्ट. ओके, सो यहाँ पे वापस एक बार प्रोसीजर समझा देता हूँ. एनालाइज, कंपेयर मीन, इंडिपेंडेंट सैंपल टी टेस्ट, एज इन ईयर्स, स्ट्रीम, डिफाइन, दो ग्रुप कंपैरिजन 1 and 2. कट पॉइंट आपका कुछ नहीं. आप अगर कट पॉइंट में कंपेयर करना चाहते हो, व्हाट इज दैट कट पॉइंट? दैट मींस इफ सपोज यू डोंट हैव, अगर आपके पास जैसे हमारे पास 4 ग्रुप है and I want to compare, I want to compile one group in one group. I want to make a 2 group of 4 from 4 groups, then I can use the cut point value. Okay, so let us say that this is defined, and then okay, so you will get your results. Okay, so if your results are like this, that means if you get this type of results, it states that okay, again आपका वैल्यू क्या हो जाता है? रिजल्ट्स आपके टी टेस्ट के हम रिजल्ट्स को रीड करते हैं. नाउ इतने सारे रिजल्ट्स आते हैं, तो इसमें एक होती है लेवेंस टेस्ट फॉर इक्वालिटी ऑफ वेरिएंसेस. लेवेंस टेस्ट ऑफ इक्वालिटी ऑफ वेरिएंस. सो इक्वालिटी ऑफ वेरिएंसेस के लिए आपके पास टेस्ट है. अगर आपका डेटा, it assumes if the p value is greater than 0.05, then we say that data is equal variance आपको मिल जाता है. Now t test के रिजल्ट यहाँ पे, these are the t test results. Okay, what are these t test results? Now t test result states that this is t test value and this is your p value. This is your p value. हमने एक 2-sided p value ले ली. This p value is greater than 0.05. यहाँ पे आपके पास इक्वल वेरिएंसेस नॉट एज्यूम्ड, इक्वल वेरिएंसेस एज्यूम्ड. तो आपका इक्वालिटी ऑफ वेरिएंस का टेस्ट आपको यहाँ पे रिजल्ट दे के जाता है. दैट इज वेदर डेटा इज इक्वली इक्वल वेरिएंस एग्जिस्ट करता है नहीं करता है. सो दैट इज इक्वल वेरिएंस एग्जिस्ट इन द डेटा सेट, एंड देन अकॉर्डिंगली यू विल चूज द फर्स्ट रो ओनली आपके इंटरप्रिटेशन के लिए. सो अकॉर्डिंगली यू आर चूजिंग 0.653 एज अ वैल्यू. ओके, ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं आता इन दोनों वैल्यू में, बट इफ यू वांट टू बी वेरी करेक्ट देन क्योंकि आपको ये दोनों, ये इक्वल वेरिएंस एज्यूम, इक्वल वेरिएंस नॉट एज्यूम, आप कंपेयर कर सकते हो. अब यहाँ पे आपने ये चूज किया कि दिस इज वैल्यू इज ग्रेटर देन 0.05. मीन डिफरेंस आपको मिला है, कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल ऑफ द डिफरेंस का मिला है. नाउ यू वांट टू चेक या यू वांट टू मेंशन, आपको डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्टैटिस्टिक्स भी चाहिए इसके लिए. आई वांट टू स्टेट व्हाट इज द इंटरप्रिटेशन नाउ हियर एज p value is greater than that of 0.25 indicates that one should not reject null hypothesis. And then what we should say? We should say that there is no difference, and therefore we conclude that average age of the participant is save in each stream, right? Okay, so this is how we interpret this. Now I need to go for, let us see that I want to create my descriptive statistic का value भी मुझे चाहिए. So I will go to table again. Okay, age, आप age का value यहाँ पे डाल दीजिए. Then summary statistics, standard deviation डालिए. You can put it as standard deviation, apply to selection, and then string wise हमने इसको comparison किया. Now let us make it as interpretation for this. We say that for this particular value, let us make it as descriptive. तो क्या हुआ, एज कितना यहाँ पे 40.30, यहाँ पे कितना है 42.30, standard deviation 13.87 and standard deviation is 40.37. So if you look at the values, it is assumed that science and technology में average is आपका कितना है 42.38. But from arts and commerce, you can say that age is lower, that is 40.30. Okay. So if we mean to say, can we say that the science people with a higher age group from science and technology are participating more in the survey than that of the arts and commerce? Likely अगर values ऊपर ऊपर देखेंगे तो आपको नजर भी आएगा. But when you take it for the statistical analysis, the statistical analysis states that there is no significance of difference. यानी जो आपको जो difference नजर आ रहा है वो statistically significant नहीं है. Okay, so that is the interpretation. So this is how we test our data, we write our interpretation and go on. Now let us assume आपने दूसरा केस अगर आपने assume किया कि आपका डेटा नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड नहीं है, आपने assume किया कि डेटा आपका नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड नहीं, अंडर assumption, क्योंकि आपका दूसरा शैपिरो-विल्क जो टेस्ट है, शैपिरो-विल्क टेस्ट में आपके पास पता चल जाता है कि शैपिरो-विल्क टेस्ट इज स्टेटिंग दैट द डेटा इज नॉट नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. Why we are saying making that statement? Because p value in at least one of the variables of the comparison, if it is less than 0.05, then we can state that the data is not normally distributed. So what I can do, under the assumption of non-normality, what I should do, choose non-parametric test. How to do that? Yes, please. How to choose non-parametric में go to your analyze हमारा main window है. Then non-parametric test, go to legacy dialog box, choose 2 independent samples. Okay, देख लेना चाहिए. Variable for comparison is age. Okay, stream for comparison is this one. You can define like groups as 1 and 2. जो मैंने नंबर उनको दिया है उसी नंबर से. Man Whitney view test is the default one. You can choose other tests also, that is Moses extreme reaction, Kolmogorov-Smirnov, and Wolfowitz runs test. Okay, these are having different they are used in different situations, but Man Whitney test is mostly used in all situations. So I'm going for Man Whitney. Exact asymptotic. So let it be asymptotic only. Okay. Then next one is options में आपके पास जो डेटा आता है उसे एक बार देख लेते हैं. Any doubt up to this? किसी को डाउट है कुछ? Anybody having any doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt. Thank you. Okay. So I will move to the non-parametric legacy. 2 independent samples. Age in years. Stream 1 and 2. रिजल्ट देखिए. रिजल्ट्स आपका सिग्निफिकेंस नॉन पैरामेट्रिक का जो सिग्निफिकेंस का पी वैल्यू है दैट इज 0.820. इफ यू रिमेंबर फ्रॉम टी टेस्ट वैल्यू इट इज 0.632. So it is strongly saying that there is no significance of difference. Now we interpret it on the basis of mean rank. So higher mean rank कैसे दिए जाते हैं? मीन रैंक होता है आप पूरे डेटा को अरेंज करो एक साथ डालिए उनको मिनिमम टू मैक्सिमम रैंक कर लीजिए, दैट मीन्स 1 2 3 4 5 6 लाइक दैट, एंड देन you calculate the average rank in each of the group and that is to be called as mean rank. Okay, so value is in the same way. Okay, this is how we can do for difference comparison. I think ये आपका difference का comparison हुआ है. बाकी जो टेस्ट है आपके अनोवा वगैरह के, आपका अनोवा का जो टेस्ट है, यू कैन सी दैट अनोवा वी कैन डू इट फ्रॉम one way. All the tests are here, that is one way. Respective variables you have to push in the one way में जाते हैं तो आपके पास वही आपका फैक्टर है. अगर एज आपने मोर देन 2 ग्रुप्स अगर आपके पास कंपैरिजन में, then push it and you can execute this. यहाँ पे पोस्ट ऑफ का ऑप्शन आपके पास ओपन होता है. पोस्ट ऑफ इज यूज फॉर मल्टीपल पेयर वाइज कंपैरिजन, so that's how we go for the post of comparison. And this is for ANOVA. Correlation regression भी आपके पास इसी ऑप्शन में अवेलेबल है, that is correlate, then this is regression. तो लीनियर आप, लेकिन इसके लिए सबके लिए बेसिक जो होता है ना, that is basic statistics should be very good. So those who are starting, at least I will suggest them that they should read a very basic statistical textbook होते हैं, तो आप पढ़ सकते हो. If you want to be very clear, more clear, then you can read some books of research methodology which are talking about more about statistics and not about the processes of research. Okay, so you will understand that they will talk about case studies, they will give you some examples, and you can execute those examples, you can test those examples, and likewise you can reach to your values by understanding. तो इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट फ्रॉम, मैं आज के लिए सेशन, क्योंकि आगे जो सेशन है दिस इज we have talked much on what we have talked about. What is the take home from this today's session? We can say that we have learned about how to give how to frame a hypothesis, null alternate hypothesis. Then which are the possible tests which we can use with respect to different type of hypothesis, that is association and difference. How to enter data in spaces. Data entry is very essential in spaces. It is not like that the spaces is of यानी data entry आए बगैर आपको spaces easily आएगा, ऐसा possibility नहीं है. spaces का सबसे बड़ा जो learning होता है, that is on the data entry. How to define your variables. Okay, how to understand which type of variables you have in your data sets. How to transform them from one type to the other type. Okay, from making from scale to categorical, categorical to scale. Okay, then how to select cases, how to deselect cases, how to categorize these values. Okay, ये सारा आपको defining variable properties में आ जाता है. आपके पास अगर कुछ क्वेश्चंस है तो आई विल टेक अप फ्यू क्वेश्चंस व्हिच विल डायरेक्टली attend give attention to your type of research, whatever you are doing. अगर किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो I will keep this session open because I think madam we are ending at 1 o'clock, right? Hello.
हाँ सर बोला ना, मुळे सर.
We will stop at 1 o'clock, right? So if you have any question, please you can ask me. If it might be related to your questionnaire, related to data analysis, related to tools and techniques if you're using, if it is related to interpretation or framing of question with respect to your hypothesis or framing of your hypothesis. अगर आप कुछ पूछना चाहते हो तो you can ask, because I understand that all of you are in a state of research only. So some of them might be starting, some of you must have started, must have given your proposals, must have written synopsis, must have started writing your thesis. आप पूछ सकते हो अगर आपके पास कुछ query है, कुछ question. I'm keeping this session open. सर तुमचा आवाज येत नाही.
हाँ सर. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
If there is a query, you can ask, sir. Continuously asking you regarding the query. So you can ask the query, and if there is no query, then I hope you have understood all the things. Okay. So, sir, I have one query.
Yes, sir. Please.
For this statistical purpose, we have different types of tests, right? That choice-square t-test. You said
Right.
there is one more test that is called kappa. For what purpose that test is used in the statistical tool, kappa test?
Kappa is used. I will show you what you may.
Under the cross tab only there is
Yeah, cross table.
Yeah,
Cross
yeah.
table. I think I have mentioned about contingency coefficient. Okay, so there's a. Ek minute, sir. I will open.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, if it's possible to you, you can switch on your video, so I can have the one screenshot.
Absolutely possible. एक just minute, बस एक minute द्या मला.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I have opened it. So you can see that I have also shared my screen. That is
Yes.
kappa wala jo kappa ka
Right. Right. Right.
that is a cross table, and it is mostly used for test of association. Okay, so strength जो होती है ना, strength of relationship जो होती है, that is being tested using association के लिए we just have chi-square, but correlation coefficient, then nominal by nominal measure, we are calling it as contingency coefficient, phi, Cramer's V, lambda, uncertainty coefficient. Ordinal by ordinal के लिए we have gamma, Somers D, Kendall's tau B, and Kendall's tau C.
Okay.
There is another category of test, we call it as kappa, risk, and McNamara. Okay. So McNamara is again a repeated measure, यानी change कितना हुआ है उसके लिए. Risk is we calculate odds ratio and all, and kappa is also calculating the association between the two variables. So kappa is available in the cross table data. If you want to use kappa, then your requirement of kappa is that your variable should be on the frequency count.
Okay.
Then we can use it. But interpretation is same like that of your correlation coefficient. Okay, say for example kappa का जो interpretation है, that is values of kappa के लिए हमेशा suggestions आता है that it is also called as Cohen's kappa. तो आप अगर कहीं पढ़ रहे हो तो it is also called as Cohen's kappa.
Okay.
So values greater than 0, then it is no agreement. 0.01 to 0.20.
Right. Right.
And none to the slide, and about 21. So it is as it is moving from 0 to 1. It is talking about the agreement. So if you have two variables, and if you want to check the agreement between two variables या two responses, say for example आपने एक इसके लिए सबसे बेस्ट एग्जांपल दिया जाता है कि आपने दो ग्रुप बना दिए और दोनों ग्रुप को एक पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन पे आपने उनको रिस्पांस दिया है, and now you want to state political parties है, say for example political parties, आपने political party के लिए लोगों का agreement देखा है,
Right.
और उसके एक एक्टिविटी को आपने मेंशन किया है. This is the activity that just let me understand from people that how many one group understand and what other group understand. तो इन दोनों ग्रुप में कितना एग्रीमेंट है, then kappa is used for that purpose. Okay, so that is the only use of kappa. But ये डेटा आपका किस टाइप में होना चाहिए, frequency टाइप डेटा या ordinal टाइप डेटा.
Right. 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 Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Anybody has any other question?
I think participant understood very much, and when they are going to do it actually, at that time they might have the question, lots of questions. So it is the practice part. Whenever you are doing the practice, actually using it SPSS, then you will have the questions. So One more doubt I have, that is many times it's happened whenever we are defending the Viva, PhD Viva. At that time, we are simply say that this statistic is done by the statistician, right? We have appointed the statistician for analyze the data, and whatever result they are in the PhD thesis, those are getting it from the statistician only. So at that time, explanation part is difficult for the academician. So how we can
नहीं, hiring a statistician is not a problem, but not understanding the results given by statistician is the problem. Because unless otherwise you understand or you make yourself understand about what type of test, why the test is being done, results कैसे आए हैं, इस पे जब तक आप या पूछोगे नहीं या उस पर डिस्कशन नहीं करोगे आपके स्टैटिस्टिशियन के साथ, तब तक आपको आगे के जो डिस्कशन होते हैं, रिजल्ट डिस्कशन एंड कंक्लूजन एंड फाइंडिंग, you cannot write that. Okay. So basically आपने एनालिसिस जब आप करके लेते हो उसके इंटरप्रिटेशन भी आपके पास लिखे हुए होते हैं, लेकिन वो इंटरप्रिटेशन स्टैटिस्टिशियंस एंड टॉपिक के बीच का जो दुआ है वो रिसर्चर होता है.
right.
यानी जस्टिफिकेशन ऑफ द रिजल्ट्स विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू योर टॉपिक इज डन बाय द रिसर्चर. वो जो गैप अगर आप भर पाए, if you could fill in the gap, then we can say that you have understood the statistics.
Right.
आपको statistical test पे पूछने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको उसके आगे अगर आपने उसको अंडरस्टैंड किया है, जैसे मैंने एक एसोसिएशन किया तो मैंने उसका इंटरप्रिटेशन डालने के बाद मुझे आगे अगर मैं उस पर कुछ रिजल्ट डिस्कशन एंड कंक्लूजन फाइंडिंग तक उसको लेके जा सकता हूँ, then I have understood the concept. Then I don't have to worry about my technical knowledge of statistics.
Right.
That we have done from statistician, but I have understood it, and now I am able to give the interpretation, or I can give more focus on the suggestions, findings, model building by taking those results. So that is personally that is expected.
And one more last, sir. Which version you are using right now?
सर अभी हम अपने डिपार्टमेंट में तो वी आर यूजिंग SPSS 27.
27.
या
Okay.
SPSS 27. लेकिन आप लोग अगर कुछ काम कर रहे हो, बेसिक काम आपका SPSS 16 में भी हो जाता है. तो बहुत ज़्यादा जब आप हायर वर्जन्स की तरफ चलते हैं, that is required only if you are using some multivariate tests.
Okay.
So they are available in the higher versions. Otherwise, you don't have to think about versions. If you are doing only a basic statistical analysis, तो कंपैरिजन है, अगर उतना ही करना चाहते हो तो उसके लिए कोई भी आपका SPSS 16, 13 तक का वर्जन अगर आपके पास है तो वो भी काम कर जाता है. लेकिन आप फैक्टर एनालिसिस, कंफर्मेटरी फैक्टर एनालिसिस, स्ट्रक्चरल इक्वेशन मॉडल्स या मल्टी डायमेंशनल स्केलिंग, कंजॉइंट एनालिसिस, कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस एनालिसिस, इस टाइप का डेटा या और टाइम सीरीज डेटा में लेके जाना चाहते हो, मॉडल बिल्डिंग में जाना चाहते हो, प्रेडिक्टिव एनालिसिस में, then you require higher versions. Okay, otherwise you don't require.
Thank you so much, sir. So once again, on behalf of our college, I would like to thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation and being with us today. And you have demonstrated very well. And it's a very informative session. I don't know whether a PhD registered student going to practice this SPSS or no. That is depends upon them only. But if they study, if they understood these things, it will be definitely help them a lot. So once again, thank you so much, sir. And from our participant only, research scholar, Mr. Suraj Patil, sir, he will going to propose the vote of thanks. Suraj Patil, sir. Yes, you go ahead.
Good afternoon, all. On behalf of the entire institute and organizer, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. S.V. Mule, sir, available for this national level of workshop and sharing his informative view on research publication and statistical tools. Sir has nicely explained data types, different methods of analysis, and how to arrange the data. This will definitely help us in our conducting our research work. I would also like to thank Mr. Ramakant Navere, sir, and Central Library of our college for arranging this workshop. Last but not least, I thank you all of the participants for showing interest and active participation in the program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Suraj, sir.
Shall I leave now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I will leave. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you. For the participant, there is one announcement. Right now, we have the lunch break from 1 to 2. And afterwards, I do have one session on plagiarism. Actual how to check the plagiarism. I will demonstrate you with the help of open software that is right now known as the original. So we will start the session by 2:30. Please note down. We will start the session by 2:30 because simultaneously in our college today, academic audit is going on. Just I have finished one meeting with them, interact with them, and then again there is a visit from their team. So we will start our session by 2:30 up to 4. Okay. Same link. Sorry. हा चैत्राली मॅडम काय म्हणताय?
Yes, sir. Means, the session will start at 2:30.
आवाज ब्रेक होतोय तुमचा. You can otherwise text me. No, there is a network problem. I think. टेक्स्ट करा काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. आणि काही डाऊट आहे का? Okay, so we will stop here and we will start by 2:30. Okay, thank you all. Please one more announcement. Fill that feedback and attendance link. Yes, Agnes ma'am.
No, sir, nothing. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Very good afternoon, one and all present here. So it's now 2:30 almost. So I will begin the session because we have a very short time, and simultaneously I have to interact with the audit team, which is going to be visit my library right now only. Within few minutes, they will going to be come in the library. So there may be an interruption within our session. So for 5 to 10 minutes, please excuse me. Okay. So for this session, specifically we are going to conduct the session on the plagiarism only. Before that, as tradition, as we have followed the tradition till date, introduction to the speaker, I already put in the chat box only about me. So there is one research scholar from security only, Jyoti madam is there. So Jyoti madam will going to introduce me. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir, for giving this wonderful opportunity to introduce you. Am I clearly audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Good afternoon, one and all. We all of us know Naugare sir very well now. We have been with him from the beginning of the session already for last few days. But as a formality, I will take this wonderful opportunity to introduce him. Mr. Ramakant Naugare sir is a research scholar, Gujarat University, currently working in CKT College Autonomous, New Panvel, since June 2010. Prior to his present job position, he was working with Joshi Bedekar College for 2 years and KPMG Tax and Auditing Firm Knowledge Management Department as an administrator for 1 year. He has a total of 14 years of experience in the field of library and information science. He is an active member of Library Professional Organization and Forum and has delivered more than 16 guest lectures as a resource person in various seminar workshops during the lockdown period. He has done library automation of more than 12 libraries, and under his able guidance, many librarians have successfully defended the NAC peer team. He has also shouldered the responsibility of vaccination drive conducted by Government of Maharashtra and worked for data collection and data analysis on behalf of Joint Director, Higher Education, Konkan Region, Panvel. He is currently working on the design and development of the Higher Education Scholarship mobile app, which will be handed over to the Higher Education Department, Government of Maharashtra. He is an active member of his college committees like IQAC, Autonomy Monitoring Committee, Website Monitoring Committee, Online Admission Committee, Online Attendance Committee, Online Students Feedback Committee, and IC Coordinator of FLUSA. He is always happy to help others, which we have already realized in this last few days. So welcome everyone once again for Sir's session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for this introduction. And let me switch off my video right now. It is not necessary. So today I'm going to share my screen with you first because it's a demonstration. I have prepared one small slide that I would like to share with you. Through that slide only, we will go ahead and then we will have the demonstration of this. Okay. So is that screen is visible to all of you? Now you have to respond because I can't respond.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So one more time on behalf of the Changugana Thakur Arts, Commerce and Science College, Bhupanwil Autonomous, I wholeheartedly welcome all the participants from last 5 days. This is the 5th day of today's workshop. And tomorrow is the last day. So we are connected with each other in virtual mode, and we are very much happy. I think myself also, I personally feel that I'm happy that the way we have conducted this seminar and the response we have received from the participant and the resource person that we have for this workshop. It's such a wonderful, and it is going to be help you in the future for your PhD also and in academics also. So this seminar is basically organized by the Central Library in association with the IQSC. And obviously this is the base is the research and publication ethics. So I'm moving forward. Yes, on screen, what we have seen. I would like to have this session interactive because we have to cope up with the plagiarism. So if there is no interaction, you means you can't understand what I'm going to explain you. So I wanted to know that what you have understand through this picture. What is there? Anyone? Who is going to tell me? If there is any participant waiting, no, please. Okay. Yes, we have to talk. Otherwise, it's quite difficult. I am not moving forward. What is there in on your screen? Is it screen visible?
It's visible, sir. It's showing a plagiarism photo image.
Right, right.
So if you have any idea, we have to pass through this through the plagiarism. So that is, I think, this picture is mean that.
Okay. Thank you for responding. So basically, the picture is nothing but the stealing others' ideas, others' philosophy, others' design, others' culture. You can see that on this whatever he is carrying, in that only they have mentioned. So it's nothing but the plagiarism. That's why I'm showing you these images. What exactly mean by plagiarism? What I understood that plagiarism is. So this is how the image is going to explanatory, self-explanatory image is there. So this image is itself showing you that what is the plagiarism is. So one more slide I would like to share with you. At actual, at actual, this is the image only. At actual, what is in deep way, if we wish to understand what is the plagiarism, we have talked so many participants in the group discussion only. They have talked on the plagiarism, the types of plagiarism, how to avoid plagiarism, best practice of the plagiarism, the software available for the plagiarism. But in actual, what we are doing, that we have to see first. Is my screen, is you are able to see, who is you are able to see on screen? Who is there?
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for responding. So this is how I have understood. Plagiarism is. Is that plagiarism? Is it the plagiarism? Yes or no?
Yes, yes. He's
How
trying to
many of
copy
you
from
did? How many of you did in your before 10? I'm talking about before 10, not in the colleges. Colleges might have be a matured person, and you might have not do these things. But in before 10 SSC, many of us are curious about the examination, right? So anyhow, we are acted like this, right?
Yes,
We are
sir.
not doing this intentionally. Please remember, there is an intentional plagiarism, but this is happen by nature only. Okay, if I don't prepare for the examination, I doesn't know anything about the what question paper will be there, and then I'm completely shocked if I doesn't know anything. So this is happen. So it is also a plagiarism. So here we have to follow the ethics, right? So this is the image. This is the GIF. I would like to see. I am visiting that software from where we can cross check. Okay, so I'm moving forward with my slides. Now in the next slides, what is there on the screen? You have to talk with me. There is no chance. Yes. What is there? Nothing is there.
Report of plagiarism.
Okay. And anything else? Let me show you practically. Okay. I wish to keep you awake. Okay. This is the after the lunch break session. That's why I'm asking you the question. That's why I'm saying you that we have to interact. Okay. Otherwise, you couldn't understand what is going on screen. Okay. So this is the screen from Google only. Google. I will show you the practically. Let me minimize this. Opening the Google. Right. So here I'm searching for the images, say library. Right. After searching for the library in Google, what I'm getting on my screen, the research, whatever information retrieved from the Google, that is displayed on my screen, right? All the things are related to the library. You can see the results and the timing, right? So these are the result, and so how many pages are there? You can see that n number of pages, right? Here at the bottom only. So here I'm going to click on that image library. I want to have the library image for my PhD thesis. Okay, I know I wanted to paste it on my PhD in my PhD thesis. So I'm searching for the library. Let's say CKT library. Okay, so this is the CKT library, and I'm going to click on the images. There is an option called maps, images, news, shopping, and more. Okay, so I'm going to click on the images. Now what you are seeing, this is the actual R library images, first row. When I'm searching CKT library, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the first 6 images are my own library. Please note down. These are my own, these images are from my own library. Shall I use it directly and copy paste it in my PhD thesis? I'm the librarian. I can copy paste, na? Yes or no?
No.
No. Why?
Photo credits.
Okay. There may be a copyright issue, right? There may be a plagiarism issue, right? So how could I add those images in my PhD thesis? So there is a way. if I wish to add the images of, these are the copyrighted images. Please remember, whatever images you are able to see on my screen, those all are copyrighted images. If I want to have the copyright free images, then what I have to do? I have to go to this tools. Please see here, tools option is there. After more, there is one option called tools. Okay, under the tools, there is an option called size, color, types, time, and usage right. This is the option we have to use, usage rights. So what are the usage rights? You can see that here, Creative Commons license, commercial and other license. So whatever images are you able to see on my screen, those are commercial and other license. Okay, there are the options to search the images and freely add to our thesis, our projects work, whatever you are writing, a research article, research paper. So if I want to use the images, we have to go through the Google and go to the tools. Under the usage right, we have to click on Creative Commons license. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. After clicking on that, am I able to see that library image of my library right now on my screen? Is there a security library image? No. Why? Because it's not a free, it's copyrighted. Our college library image, whatever images you have seen before, let's say here I'm clicking again, commercial and other license. Here you can see that these are the commercial and other license. And after clicking on the all, these are the other license images. Right? Right? Have you got it? What I am going to explain you. Whenever you are going to add the images from the Google, from anywhere, you have to check it out whether those are completely free or not from the usage right. Those images should be Creative Commons license under. Then only you can use it. If I click on the Creative Commons and search only for the library except the CKT, then I can simply copy paste it. These are the images I can simply use it for my project work, for my thesis, for all purposes, without any charges, without any avoiding the rules and regulation, whatever the plagiarism and copyright rules are there. Okay, so this is how we have to search for the images and go through the Google and search for the images under the Creative Commons license only, and then only use such type of images. Otherwise, there will be a copyright issue, there will be a plagiarism issue. Okay, so this is how I would like to show you for the image purposes how to avoid that from that plagiarism and from that copyright issue. Okay, so whenever you are going to use the images, please try to check out this option. Okay.
Sir, in this case, so do we need to mention the credit source?
Here under the Creative Commons license, no need to mention. Okay, there is no problem at all because this is simply a image is freely available on the net. So no need to mention, no need to any worry about the plagiarism and the copyrights. Okay, because by default it is available free of cost. Okay, any other charges because it is Creative Commons, freely available images. You can use it for any purposes except the commercial one. You can't use the images for the commercial purposes. Please remember, research purpose, study purpose, it's okay. But I am using this Creative Commons license for the commercial purpose, then again there will be an issue. Okay, so be careful while using this option and while using the images. Okay, you have to give the full link. If I am using this link, click on that link and visit. Here the actual image site is given. You simply copy this site. Right? Don't copy this site. This is not a valid. Okay, this is heading. This URL is not valid. Please remember. When I click on the image, I am going to where images has been saved. It's on this website only. I have to visit this website. Okay, I'm going to visit this website, and then from here I can copy paste it. This is the original cited website. This website I have to cite, not this one, Google. Got it? All of you?
Yes.
Shall I move further?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So this is how you have to go to that image purposes, and then you can copy paste this address and save as a what we can say that references, website references. Under the images you can copy paste it under the bibliography. Bibliography is also there. Okay, so this is how we can do it. So again I am moving to the my PPT only. Wait a minute. Yes. So here I'm going forward. So next is the software, actual software we have to demonstrate today. So this is called original. Okay. So original is the software to check the plagiarism. In our institute, we have subscribed this original software. We are having the paid version of the original software. Earlier, this software known as Urkund. Please note down. There may be a question in the objective examination. What is the old name of the original? Okay. So original old name is Urkund. Right now, it's they have changed their name from Urkund to original. Okay. So this is the web page of that original website. I will show you afterwards. Wait a moment for that. And we have subscribed this. Again, it depends upon the institutional enrollment, number of students enrolled at your end for the institute, at the institute. Then number of faculty member going to access this software, and again depends upon how many documents you are going to upload through this original. Okay, so the price will be decided afterwards only. So it is basically depends upon the whatever number of student, number of users you have. Okay, accordingly they will give quote you for that subscription, yearly subscription. Okay, so I'm now moving forward. Yes, this is the about the original website only. I'm not going with that in detail. Okay, so I'm again moving forward. Let's have online actual look of the original website. Okay, let us go to the actual website. So here I am going to the Google and searching for the original. O-U-R-I, not O-R-I. O-U-R-I, original. Okay, I'm searching for the original. The website is www.original.com. Okay, there is a Urkund website also. I will show you that web page also. So this is the original. I'm going to click in the new tab, and this is the older version website, Urkund login. You can see that dash original, right? So I'm opening this page also. Both the pages I'm going to show you. Just bear in the chat box. Okay. Yes. So here you can see that the original website, original.com. So this is the website from where I'm checking the plagiarism. Okay, I have to have the username and password to check it out. Otherwise, we can't. You can access this website freely, but you can't check the plagiarism unless and until you have the subscribe version, paid version, or have the username and password for the same. Right? So this is the newer version. You can see that on my screen. This is the newer version of that original. Okay. And second, I am opening the. This is again they have changed. They might have, but address you can see that secure.urkund.com web address. It is mentioned Urkund, right? And here they have mentioned only original.com. So let's see about the original. Here they have the small video. Let's see what they have. They want to say.
Are you worried about plagiarism and looking for an automated system that can help you detect plagiarism? Look no further. Our Original is a similarity detection solution that helps identify plagiarism by combining text matching with writing style analysis. It saves time by providing a similarity check in just a few clicks. It is easy to use, with no installation required, which means that users can be set up in no time. Our solution can be used as a standalone product or can be seamlessly integrated with the learning management system of your choice, including Moodle, Blackboard, Canvas, Microsoft, and many more. Our system delivers accurate reports quickly and efficiently in an easy-to-read format. Multiple servers at independent sites help run the application smoothly, enhancing the stability of the system. With our original, you don't have to worry about the security of your data. We comply with the principles of GDPR and CCPA, and all your documents and data are treated with absolute confidentiality. You always remain in full control of your data. Let our original help you establish an environment of honesty and academic integrity that facilitates original thinking and development among your users and students. Contact us today to know more.
So this is all about the original small video they have prepared and about the original product, and many options are there for that purpose to connect to what we can say that to what we can say that we have the options to implement the same system in the Moodle also, learning management system. They also have mentioned in that video. Okay, so this is the website, and from here at the top you can see that there is a login option. Okay, so I'm going to click on that login page. Login button I have clicked. After clicking on the login button, I'm getting this tab, home product and all this home page tab. Then here we have the options called login to the web inbox global, login into web inbox US, right? On right side we have the option log into admin panel global, log into admin panel US. Okay, so global means all other countries except US. In country like India, we have the access to this global. Okay, when we are subscribing the original, we have to click on the global login into web inbox. This is the personal one, and this is the admin panel one. Okay, so I do have the admin also and personal also. Okay, so let's go with the personal one first. Okay, so I'm going to click on the login to the web inbox global. No need to click on the US. Okay, here is the option called US. You have to click on the global. So after clicking on the global, I save my username and password here only. So I'm just signing. After sign in, this page will be redirected to your inbox, plagiarism checking inbox, web inbox. Okay, so this is the basic inbox of that original after having the authenticate login details. Got it? So I do have the authenticate login details with me as a user also, and being an administrator also. Okay, admin login I also have, because whatever plagiarism report I have to check, whatever research articles, PhD thesis I have to check, the same can be accessed through the admin login too. Okay, so I will share that admin login part afterwards. First we will see this user part. Okay, so on the left side you can see that original plus create upload, right? So here we have the option to upload your thesis, your research article. I'm going to click on this, and here the options will be highlighted, upload the files, right? Once I click on that upload the files, I have to check it out the files, whatever files I wish to upload. There you can upload Word file, PDF file. Okay, and the limits of the file and the size of the files is depends upon the subscription. Okay, as of now we do not have the limit. As of now we do not have the size limit and the file type, so we can add up any type of file. Okay, but whenever you are going to submit your PhD thesis for the plagiarism purpose, you have to give the whole thesis in PDF only. Please remember, you have to give the whole thesis in the PDF only, and after while submitting the thesis for the plagiarism checking, be careful that you have to give the content from introduction to the conclusion only. Got it? What I am talking about? whenever you are going to check your PhD thesis, your research article, or whatever it may be you wish to check, you have to remove other parts from your article, from your PhD thesis, that is citation, bibliography, references, and other parts. Only chapter 1, right from the introduction to chapter 5, conclusion, suggestion, and recommendation. Okay, this part only they will ask you to submit, and submit in single file only. Do not go with the chapter wise, like literature review, introduction chapter, data collection, data analysis, then other chapters. Okay, likewise, don't go in a single time, because whenever you are going to submit this PhD thesis for plagiarism checking, there will be there are charges to check out this plagiarism. Okay, so whenever you are going to submit it to any institute, any other body, so they're having some charges. They will charge some amount from you to check your plagiarism. In our case, we are charging 1,500 rupees, 1,500 rupees for PhD thesis, and 200 rupees for the research article. Okay, it is obviously decided by the higher authority. After the discussion in the meetings, they have decided these charges, and accordingly we are checking the thesis and research articles. Okay, so I will show you first the uploaded one. Okay, these are the uploaded one from my side. You can see that, right? So here I'm going to show you one more time. There is one folder I have created, that is commerce accountancy. Okay, where I have clicked it. Have you got it? Where I have clicked it? I'm again going to the inbox. There is a folder also. I have created this folder. Okay, I have directly uploaded this file also. Okay, under this folder, I'm double clicking it. In that folder, there is one file called thesis KJ. So on this page, you can able to see that similarity percentage. This is the final report. 5% similarity is there. We have already known about the percentage. We are known about the punishment, what will be there if I cross the limit of 10%, 30%, and 40%. Okay, I am not going in depth for that. So here we have the submission ID by default. If I am uploading the document, the automatically original create the submission ID. Okay, so this is my submission ID created by the original. That may be changed document to document. Okay, uploaded date, you can see that here, that is shown. Okay, so I wish to see that this 5%, what is the 5% is. So I'm going to click on this 5%. After clicking on that 5%, I'm getting these details. How similarity is 5%. Words, how many words are there in the document? 95,000 plus. Right, 95,000 plus, and the file size is 8 MB, more than 8 MB, 8.2 MB. Right, here again what we have, largest match percentage, 95% largest match is there in this document. 95% largest match percentage. Here 31 largest match word count. How many words are count? 31 largest match. Continuous. In the last lecture only, Dr. Gopakumar said that for 39, below 39 and above 40 words, right? So likewise, this is also showing largest match of 31 words. The file type is docx. You can see that here, docx file, and status is done. This report has been already generated. Why? Because we have uploaded earlier. How much time it will take to check the plagiarism? Is anyone know that? How much time expect from the library science professional? Any other? Library science fellow are obviously known about this fact. How much time it will take to check the plagiarism? If I submit today, if I have uploaded the document today, how much time it will take? Yes. All of you awake now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how much time it will take? Otherwise, I will call the name.
It will not take any particular time, sir. It will instantly do it.
How possible?
Because it is computer based, sir. I think so.
Okay. So I would like to share with you some other parts also. Okay. Any other? Any other idea? How much time?
Sir, 1 week.
Okay. Okay. Any other? Apart from this? Okay. So I am going to explain you how this plagiarism software are work. Anti-plagiarism. Please remember how it is work. How those are finding the similarity and giving the percentage to us. What is the mechanism behind this? So original is having the membership of the index databases. Okay, they have the access to the all type of index databases. Those are available online. Yesterday only we have seen so many databases, open access also and commercial also, right? So Web of Science, we heard about that. Scopus, we heard about that. ICI, we heard about that, and others too. So these are the databases from where original is accessing the files. Okay, but if I compare this original with other anti-plagiarism software, then I will find that 10 out of 9 marks will be given to the Turnitin, and 10 out of 7 marks will be given to the original. Why this is happening? Yes, from your side only. Why? Turnitin, if I check through the Turnitin, I will mark 10 out of 9. So, okay. And for original, I will give 10 out of 8. So this is happening just because of the access to the databases. Right now, in whole over the world, Turnitin is having the access to all and each and every resources available on the internet. Please remember, all commercial databases, all index databases, all citation databases are accessed by the Turnitin. Okay, but in case of original, they have the limitations, not as much limitation, but 19-20 bolte na hum. Likewise, there is a limitation. So that's why original and Turnitin, there is a comparison. Okay, whenever we are say that I have checked it out to the Turnitin, means it's value more. When we say the original, I have checked out the original, it's value less. It is not like that only, but they are having the tie-up with the other databases, and accordingly they have cross-checked. Okay, so right now we have the limitations of that anti-plagiarism software according to the our regional languages. I am not able to check it out the regional language plagiarism through the original. There may be other software to check the regional plagiarism, regional language plagiarism, but currently original not provide such type of services. Okay, if I upload here the Marathi documents, if I upload here any other regional documents, and if I check it out the percentage of the plagiarism, so there will be a 0% similarity. Okay, for the regional languages. But if I check it out the English language only, then they will show it to you. So here are the details of that page, the 5%. So I have to submit the report of this plagiarism to my guide, to my supervisor and the university from where I am doing my PhD. Okay, so where is the report? Here you can see that the open report, and below only you can able to see that the open report. So I'm going to click on that open report. So report is opening right now. What the actual report of generated from that original, that I'm going to show you right now. It will take time. Okay, loading. So this is the final report that you have to submit to university. You have to attach to your PhD thesis while you are submitting your thesis to the university, and you will awarded a PhD degree. Yeah. So this is the page from where I can analyze the 5% analysis that is done through this anti-plagiarism software. So here you can able to see that analysis overview. Here they are saying that 38 pages out of 162 total content finding. How many pages are there? 162. Out of 38 pages, find out that there is a plagiarism. If my thesis having 162 pages, out of that pages, 38 pages contain the plagiarism. The contents are plagiarized. Okay. So here, highly similarity of the content, 95% similarity. Highlights. This is the highlights of this document. So I'm going to click on this. After clicking on this page is giving me, these are the highlights. These are the actual content of that PhD thesis, that research paper. Okay. And these are the matching test result. Okay. So here there is one lacuna in this software, in this plagiarism report. If there is a number like 119764439, these are the numbers on there, right? Am I right? These are the numbers only. But what the software is says, this is the plagiarized content. This is the plagiarism. Is it the plagiarism? Is it plagiarized? Numbers? Are you there? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So few
सर
of
ये
them
नंबर
say,
वाली चीज समझ में नहीं आ रही है क्या?
हाँ मैं समझाता हूँ So software is saying that the numbers are plagiarized. So I am asking you that whether the numbers are plagiarized. Those are universal. One number is everywhere, na? Two number is also everywhere. That can be added in any thesis, any research article. How the number will be plagiarized then? Yes or no?
Yes sir, yes sir.
If suppose I have conducted the survey and survey says that 90% all male population are illiterate. 90%. I am giving the conclusion directly in that my research survey, and conclusion I am making that 90% male population are illiterate. Okay. So 90 is the number. So software says that the 90 is the plagiarized content in your thesis, in your research article. So what should be done in this case? Numbers are universal. Everywhere the number is same. We can't change not two number in one number in two. If we have changed, again there is the same number. Right? So what should be done in this case? So here the admin role is main role, who is handling this document. Okay. So he has the rights to uncheck this number from the document, these documents. Okay. Here you can see that submitted document including analysis, 42% matching test. This number are 42% matching. And below is the source. There are 3 alternate sources also mentioned. There are the levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. Right? So I'm going, this is the source. What is the source? SA means student assignment. These numbers are already there in this student assignment. What plagiarism software says? These are the numbers are copy pasted from this student assignment. What is the document? J. Naren Vyas University document number so and so. From this document, these numbers are copy pasted. So these are the plagiarized. But numbers are universal. I can't say that. I cannot say that these are the plagiarized. Right? Student also claiming that sir number are same. So here I have to uncheck this.
So sir, it means this depends on the person who is checking it?
No, not completely depends, because the same report is submitted to university. The same report can be accessed by the university and they can cross check it.
Yes, sir.
How manipulation you have did it. If suppose the plagiarism go beyond 5%, if it is a 30%, 20%, if beyond 10%, if I am making unchecked, now you can see that 4%. What happened? Once I click uncheck, what happened? percentage is reduced down, right?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, admin have the rights to reduce the percentage after verifying, after discussing with the guide, actual guide, PhD guide, the students, the research committee. In front of them, only this report has to be discussed, and then only you can decide that this is done after the clarification from the student, after the clarification from the guide. Please note down. Admin cannot do simply uncheck and check.
Sir, one question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, while doing the plagiarism checking, guide and the scholar is present there.
Yes, after generating the report.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
While you are submitting the PhD thesis to me for checking the plagiarism, I upload the document, then I will getting the percentage, similarity percentage. If whatever it may be, if go beyond 10%, then I will call your guide and.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if it is a below 10%, then nothing to do with that document. I will simply print the report. I will hand it over to the guide.
Yes, sir.
No need to change. Okay, if it is below 10%. Got it? So this is how it is happen. I am unchecking it. Percentage similarity is reduced down. If I check this, percentage similarity is increased. So here you have to cross check with the guide, cross check with the PhD student. What is the matching test show in the document by the plagiarism software, and what is the source from where it is showing that, from where it is copy pasted. And if it is a number, you have to simply uncheck this. Okay,
sir,
numbers are universal.
सर यहीं पे मेरा एक क्वेश्चन और है. जैसे numbers are universal.
Yes.
The letters and words are also universal.
Right, but there is a limit.
हाँ सर, मैं समझ गया सर. मेरा एक केवल एक डाउट है कि सपोज मान लीजिए मैंने कोई एक चैप्टर पढ़ा, पढ़ने के बाद वो पुस्तक मैंने साइड में रख दी, उसके बाद मैं उसको अपने हिसाब से लिख रहा हूँ, तो भी क्या वहां प्लेगरिज्म आएगा अगर एक दो सेंटेंस मिल जाता है? तो नहीं
आएगा अगर आप उसको कोट करेंगे.
अच्छा.
ओके, आपको क्रेडिट देना पड़ेगा, आपको रेफरेंस देना पड़ेगा, आपको साइट करना पड़ेगा कि बाबा हाँ मैंने यहाँ से लिया था, ये मेरा रेफरेंस है. लाइकवाइज ओनली यू हैव टू डू इन योर ओरिजिनल रिसर्च आर्टिकल.
सर यहीं पर एक क्वेश्चन और है. कल परसों मैडम बता रही थी कि अगर आपने कोई रेफरेंस बुक या बुक पूरा पढ़ा है और फिर भी आपने उसमें से एक भी लाइन नहीं ली है अपनी थीसिस में या अपने पेपर में,
राइट,
और लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं यू आर अफेक्टेड बाय द थॉट्स और द राइटिंग ऑफ दैट,
you can add it in the bibliography.
Bibliography, yes. Okay.
Bibliography. Kumar also yesterday said that there is a difference between the references and bibliography.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes,
so whatever, if there is nothing to you have done with that books and that article,
yes, sir,
you can mention it in the bibliography just for the reference purpose, just for the sake of my knowledge. I have checked out that book.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You can add it in the bibliography, no issue. But do not add in the references.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so accordingly you have to do. So this is how the admin can do, and he has to verify that with the student, with the PhD guide only. What is there? We have to cross check it. Is it true? Is it can be avoided from this checklist, from this document? If they say yes, you can. Okay, but simply I have the username and password. I am doing this. So this is not a good practice. Please remember that cannot be managed, because the same document can be accessed by the university, and whatever earlier percentage are there, if this document showing that the percentage is changing 4 to 5, 5 to 4, right? But my original in the web box, web inbox, this percentage will never change. Please remember, you might have in the understanding that I can reduce down and I can manage it. You can't. This percentage will never change. Whenever I am uploading the documents, if there is a percent beyond 10 in this window, then this will be can't change. This will be remain same, but in this that can be changed. Okay, here that can be changed. Got it? What I am trying to say? Original can't change. Original document percentage can't change. Yes.
सर एक और मेरा क्वेश्चन है, हो सकता है आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट हो। सपोज मेरा थीसिस लिखकर तैयार हो जाता है, बिफोर सबमिटिंग द थीसिस ऑफिशियली, अगर मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कॉलेज से कि आई वांट टू गो थ्रू द प्लेगरिज्म प्रोसेस, वेदर इट इज पॉसिबल सर बाय पेइंग?
सॉरी, आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इट।
सर मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि मान लीजिए मेरा 300 पेज का थीसिस लिखकर तैयार हो जाता है, और मैं ऑफिशियली थीसिस जमा करने से पहले अगर मैं कॉलेज से ये रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि आई वांट टू गेट माय थीसिस चेक्ड वेदर इट इज अंडर प्लेगरिज्म, वेदर इट इज पॉसिबल बाय पेइंग द पर्टिकुलर फीस?
Yes, yes. You have to check it out. Otherwise, the university will not accept.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Plagiarism,
Okay.
we have to give it to the university and PhD guide.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, that is mandatory one right now. You have to go through that plagiarism only. Otherwise, university will never accept your PhD thesis.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
and obviously it's paid one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No one will going to give you a free of cost.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because college are spending lakhs of rupees for that.
Yes, sir.
So one more thing I would like to share with you, that the plagiarism, anti-plagiarism software is accessed only with the academic institutions. They doesn't provide the access to the journals and magazines vendor. You might have come across that whenever we are sending the research article to the journal vendor or publisher, they might have asked you that submit the plagiarism report too with your research article, right? Many science journal vendor and publisher are doing this. Okay, so in that case you have to submit it, and they want full report, not a single page report. Entire document report is something different, and single page report is something different in this anti-plagiarism software. Okay, that will also I will show you. Now I will move forward because it's now 3:30. Sources, there are the tabs. You can see that here are the tabs. Here, this is the submitter. My name is their submitter. We have submitted the document, Mr. Ramakant. File name this so and so. Whatever file name I can give it. So findings. Okay. So these are the matching text, symbol, warning, and delete. So here we have the sources. From what are the sources the content are taken. So here you can say that the school assignment, essay means, here you can see that the essay. This is nothing but the school assignment. This is what W, here is the W. So W is nothing but the website. And one more thing is journal, J. So document is copy pasted, document is plagiarized from, these are the contents, student assignment, website, this is the website from where the content have been copy pasted. If I visit this website, sorry, I'm just visiting this website. Automatically the content, whatever content you have copy pasted, that will be shown. That will be available to you. These are the text that those are copy pasted in this document. Here. You can see that stackexchange.com primary source. The person he has copy pasted. Got it? These are the matching blocks. Again, those are only numbers. Got it? So I can uncheck this also. Including analysis, I can uncheck this also because these are the only numbers. Got it? So from here also I can uncheck. It will automatically show the 0. If I check, it will show 0.55. Right? So these are the sources found out by the anti-plagiarism software, school assignment, website, and journals. And here third option is the entire documents. If I click on that, my entire document, whatever document I have uploaded on this anti-plagiarism software for checking the plagiarism, that document I am able to see. Here you can see that the first page for PhD accountancy under so and so, index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, background, scope, limitation, chapterization. Okay, then actual pages will start. This is the 162 pages report. Okay, I'm just scrolling down. Yeah, from here sources, Census of India, source is given, source is given. So this is the copy paste material. Highlighted one is the copy pasted. So these are the copy pasted showing that. Here you can see that the copy paste matching test. So what are the matching tests? These are the numbers. Again, I'm moving forward. So whenever you are able to see that this full white patch, so these are the original contents of this thesis. Okay, this is the original content. Okay, whenever there is a highlight like this is the highlight. It means this line is copy pasted. From where I can click on here, I can able to see that the source IGNOU, student assignment IGNOU. Some student have done this assignment, uploaded on the IGNOU websites, and same line is copy pasted from that. Got it? How it's does. So this is the 162 document. I can check each and every words. How many contents are plagiarized? How many topics are plagiarized? And while doing the plagiarism, while checking the report, while cross-check the similarity percentage, please remember that the thesis which that we have submitted to the university or the research article that get published afterwards, it's completely depends upon the your last two chapters, that is data analysis, interpretation, and conclusion. That is the core part of your research. First chapter, literature review chapter, third chapters are basically avoided from the plagiarism. That is the standard one. It is not mean by you can 100% copy paste. Got it? Because whatever finding you have done after the research, that have been mentioned in the chapter 4, 5, 6. Core part. We can say that this is the core part of your research article. This is the core part of your research finding. That has to be unique. Their percentage of the chapters, last 3 chapters, must be below 10. It should not be go beyond 10. If it is go beyond 10, then you are in trouble. Definitely, 100% you are in trouble. You can't simply copy paste the results. It has to be different from the other studies. Okay, so you have to be careful while writing last chapters. If it is managed, if it is unchecked through the software, first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, it is okay. But it couldn't manage the last 3 chapters, last 2 chapters. Those are data analysis, interpretation, conclusion, recommendation, suggestion, whatever it may be. Got it? So again, there is one more line. You can see that is highlighted from this to this, right? So I'm clicking on this. I'm getting this. This is the matching text from where again JNRN Vyas University. So this is the document from where this is copy pasted, right? These are the lines. Okay, matching, exactly matching. There is no site, there is no source, there is nothing he has mentioned. If I mention like this, you can see that here is the author cited. You can able to see on my screen, he has cited. So he's ultimately removed from this automatically. You can see that here also automatically, right? If this is happening, this type is happening, there is no site, there is nothing else, and here they are putting that this is my and no citing, then this is the plagiarism. He or she has to give the site, cited the or give the credit to original author. Okay, otherwise it will consider as a plagiarized content. Okay, likewise, this is the whole document. Its similarity is 5%, means highlights are less. Okay, so first chapters are covered. I'm moving for the concluding chapters, chapter 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is the interpretation. You can see that the interpretation. So interpretation part, you can see that under the interpretation part, there is also highlight. So these are the numbers again. So we can remove that. This percentage we can remove. Okay, matching test percentage. If it is a number and if it is a proper explanation given by the guide and the students only. Otherwise, again, it will be considered as a plagiarism. If it is not able to explain the things from where these numbers are come, So it will be considered as a plagiarism. You have to defend yourself. Okay. Guide also explain these things, why this is happening. Now this is the interpretation. Again, this is a highlight. Again, these are the numbers that can be avoided. Okay, here you can see that the numbers automatically avoided. One more thing is that whenever we are submitting the thesis for the plagiarism checking or research article, the tables, whatever data in the tables, that may be excluded from that software. I'm not 100% sure, but there is a chances that data may be excluded. If I copy paste the material from other sources in the tabular form, in the table, it might be excluded from the software, because tables are considered that these are the numeric value, tables are in the square box, it is not identified by the software as a text. So many people are doing these things. They are typing the text in the table and they remove the borders, table borders, and they are submitting for the checking. But that can be find out, table borders and all. Please remember, whenever you are submitting these things to the checker is always smart. He will try his 100% best how to caught you. Please remember, he is intentionally sitting there to caught you. Where you will going to catch, where you will going to see in the plagiarism content. He will be very happy if the percentage similarity is higher. Okay, so be careful and do not be a very smart while submitting these things while for checking the plagiarism. Okay, now I'm moving forward. These are the concluding part. Again, these are the numbers. I'm scrolling down a little bit fast. You can see that these are the interpretation, conclusion, recommendation, and all these things. This is the entire document. Other parts is completely blank. There is no highlight. It means its originality is genuine, right? 5% we can accept it. Okay. So after this, we can give him the certificate also, originality certificate. Similarity, how much similarity is there? Only 5% similarity. Therefore, we can give him the originality certificate. Again, there is an options called show in text, quotes, brackets, detailed text difference. If I wish to check out the quotes also, if I wish to check out the bracket also, right? In the bracket, whatever they are typing, commerce, whatever quote, this is also, it will be considered in this software. And again, the percentage might be increased. Okay, if it is found out anywhere else in that databases, it will again show that the percentage will be increasing automatically. Got it? So now I'm going to show you how to upload that document. I'm going to close this. Okay, I'm also just closing this. Yeah, here I am going to upload the document. So I'm writing one research article right now. Okay, not exactly, I'm just giving the example. So I'm opening my Word file. In the Word file only we are going to write sample test. Okay, this is a document name. I'm opening this. Okay, so I'm typing here research article. Okay, this is a research article. I'm going to write down. Let's increase the font. Okay, just justify. And 4 into 45. Okay. So this is how I'm going to write the article. Okay. This is the article I have write. How many pages? 8 pages. Now in this article, this is my own content, and I would like to have some content. Those are missing. Those that I wish to add in my article, then only that will be accepted. For that purpose, what I'm doing, I'm copy pasting the other words. So I'm visiting the website. So Google, searching for the Google Scholar website. Here I'm searching for the library, and in information science. So I'm getting the resources, library and information science, PDF. So I'm opening this, and I'm opening this also. These are the full text PDF. You can see that here PDF. These are the books. You can see that here book. Okay. So 3 articles I have opening. Here you can see that Emerald. From Emerald, this article is from the Emerald only. This is again from the Emerald. That is a database, library science database, Emerald is. And this is the actual article PDF file. Okay. So few of the content I would like to have for my article. So I'm just copy pasting this. These are the content copy. And I am pasting in my this research article here. Let have same font and same alignment. So it not be identified. Copy pasted one. I'm not citing any other things. Just simply I'm copy pasted. Okay. Just okay. This part I have copy pasted first up to the preserve, right? This one. Okay. So this is the first article. Now I'm copy pasting other article data too. This is the abstract. This is the findings. I would like to copy paste it from this one. My research article finding, not others. These are the mine findings. So I'm putting my finding here simply by copy pasting others from others material. I'm formatting in my format, so nobody knows from where I have copy pasted. I'm not giving the site. I'm not giving the credit. I'm not referencing. I'm not giving the bibliography or anything else. Okay, I'm just simply copy pasted these things. One more time, I would like to copy paste the material from download RSS. That may be a paid one. Overview practical design methodology is there. Purpose is there. So I'm again this copy pasting design to my under the finding only. Again, I am formatting this. Okay. This is the way I am formatting. I have formatted the things. Okay, now I am going to submit this research article to the publisher for the review purpose and get it published. Okay, so what I am going to do this, I'm just saving it, research article in the Word file only. I'm closing it. Close this one too. Google Scholar 2. Now this article came to me for checking the plagiarism. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the create upload the file. From where? From the desktop, there is a research article file. There is that sample test. Okay, the name is sample test. I'm opening this. So here I have to do the analysis address. That is my by default address given by this sample test, RP, research and publication ethics, message, Ramakant, Naugare test. Okay, testing. I'm just testing it. Okay, this is the article for plagiarism checking and uploading it. You can see that the upload started, upload completed, right? Once it is completed, the timing is here. You can see that sample test is uploaded by the Ramakant Naugare. Similarity is not yet there. So it will take time, right? Somebody says that there is no time. Somebody says there is a 1 week. Somebody says there is a 2 days, 4 days. But in a standard form, if I wish to check any article, research paper, research PhD thesis, whatever it may be, I have to wait for minimum 24 hours. If I upload today 3:42, I have to wait tomorrow 3:42. Then only the report will be genuine. Okay. We have to wait for minimum 24 hours. Because original will take time to search the resources, to check out the other databases and matching text. Okay, so we have to wait for a few moments, then only we will get it here, the exact similarity report. So in this case, this is the uploaded one. Document ID is automatically generated for this sample test. Timing is also generated. Now I have to go to my email. I have to check it out the update email. Here I will receive the email from original directly. You can see that no reply, confirmation of the receipt, sample test document is uploaded. Okay. आले की मला सांग. Okay, so this is the email I am received because I am the submitter. I have the login with to original as a admin also. So automatically submitter email ID will receive the email from the original that this is the document has been submitted by so and so user. This is the link from where you can access, and this is the link for the documents. All these things have been mentioned in this email, right? So I'm again waiting for a few moments. Within 5 to 10 minutes, I will receive the similarity index. How much time? Within 15 to 20 minutes, I am getting this report. But I have to wait for minimum 24 hours. Please remember. Though I am getting the report in 15 minutes, still we have to wait for 24 hours. Then only if the report generated from the original can be considered as a genuine one. Okay. So here I'm refreshing this. Still there is no email. Within a few minutes I will get the email. So I will wait for that few minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay.
सर इस बीच में एक क्वेश्चन पूछूं सर.
Yes, yes, yes.
सर नहीं, नॉट क्वेश्चन सर, एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि कल जब 24 आवर्स बने लगभग इसी समय या बाइंडिंग करते समय इसका रिजल्ट अगर हमको दिखाएंगे क्या सर?
Sure, sure, sure. Why not? Why not? I will send you the screenshot.
हाँ सर, थोड़ा सा तो जानकारी मिलेगी ना, क्योंकि हमको ये मालूम है कि आपने कहाँ से लिया, थोड़ा सा तो पैच वर्क हुआ तो
just I'm sending the screenshot with you. This is a screenshot of that document, right? Similarity wala. Okay, so I have sent it to you in our group only. And tomorrow also I will send you the screenshot. Yes, any other query? We have the waiting period now.
सर एक और क्वेश्चन है मेरा. जैसे डेफिनेशंस होती हैं, जैसे कोई कोट होता है विद ड्यू क्रेडिट, कितने बार लिया जा सकता है कोई?
आप अगर साइट करते हो तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
ठीक सर, ठीक सर.
साइटिंग करना बहुत जरूरी है. ओरिजिनल ऑथर को उसका क्रेडिट देना बहुत जरूरी है और वो प्रॉपर साइटिंग होना चाहिए.
यस सर, यस.
ओके, जो भी फॉर्मेट स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन उसमें रखा गया है, उस स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन अगर होता है तो नो इशू.
ठीक सर.
एनी अदर क्वेरी? यस
सर, मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछना कि सर इफ सपोज कोई आर्टिकल में 5 क्वेश्चंस है, क्वेश्चनर है, और वो मैंने पुटअप किया मेरे आर्टिकल में, सेम उसका जो अभी इसका आएगा रिस्पोंडेंट, तो वो उसके बाद फिर वो जो मैं टेबल में जब मैं डाल दूंगा मेरे आर्टिकल में, तो ये प्लैगरिज्म हो जाएगा क्या सर?
यस, ऑब्वियसली.
ओके, पर सर एक्चुअली क्वेश्चन तो सेम है, पर उसका डेटा मतलब मुझे ये कहना है एनालिसिस
क्वेश्चन सेम है, फिर क्या हुआ? अगर हम पूछते हैं व्हाट इज योर नेम,
हाँ,
इट विल बी यूनिक फॉर एवरीवेयर.
हाँ, राइट.
बट स्टिल यू हैव टू डिफेंड योरसेल्फ.
ओके 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 सर, थँक यू सर.
सर,
यस,
आर्ट्स मधल्या कोणत्या कोणत्या विषयाला प्लॅगरिझम लागू आहे?
मराठी मध्ये सर, लँग्वेज मध्ये सध्या कशालाच नाहीये. म्हणजे तुम्हाला प्लॅगरिझम आपल्याकडे करता येत नाही. दुसरीकडचे सॉफ्टवेअर आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये चेक करून मिळू शकतं सध्या, म्हणजे तशीच प्रोव्हिजन आता झालेली आहे.
अच्छा, म्हणजे लँग्वेजला पण चेक करता येतं.
पर्टिक्युलरली आपल्याकडे नाहीये आता, परंतु दुसरीकडून जर चेक करायचं म्हटलं तर चेक होऊ शकतं.
म्हणजे लँग्वेजला चेक करता येतं.
करता येतं.
अच्छा अच्छा, ओके ओके. तेच म्हणलं, म्हणजे मला आतापर्यंत मी असं ऐकलं होतं की लँग्वेजला काय प्लॅगरिझम लावलेला नाहीये.
पूर्वी ते लिमिटेशन्स होते, पण आता ते टेक्नॉलॉजी ऍडव्हान्स होत चालली आहे आणि तुम्हाला लगेच पकडता येतं कुठेही.
हा हा, चालेल चालेल, ओके, थँक्यू सर.
थँक्यू. एनी अदर डाउट्स?
सर एक और चीज मैं बात करना चाहूंगा.
yes.
अभी मेरे एक परिचित ने पीएचडी का डिग्री अभी लिया है.
हाँ.
और उनके फाइनल सबमिशन से पहले मैंने पूरी थीसिस पढ़ी थी हिंदी की.
हाँ.
सर, उसमें मैं समझता हूँ कि कोई सा भी पेज ऐसा नहीं था जिसमें दुनिया भर की मिस्टेक्स थी, स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक्स थी, सेंटेंस मिस्टेक्स थी. तो क्या ये सब पास ऑन हो जाता है?
नहीं होता.
उसको डिग्री मिल गई सर.
उसको डिग्री मिल गई है, ऑफिशियली हो गया.
हाँ.
उसके अंदर ही अंदर उसको नहीं मिली ना, इसी को तो एथिक्स कहते हैं.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are right, sir.
ये हमें ये करना चाहिए. आप खुद के आंख में आंख मिलना चाहिए कि नहीं बाद में अवार्ड होने के बाद.
Yes, sir. You are right, sir.
That is the thing. That's why we are conducting this course.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
have to stick to the publication ethics.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I am received the report. Similarity plagiarism. I am going to share the screen first. I will show you how much the percentage is. So let's see the percentage. Okay, so here you can see that how much that time was 342. Right now 349. Right, 349. Within 7 to 8 minutes I have received. You can see that 90% similarity. What should be done in this case? How much is the similarity? 90%. So I have to check it out, this report. I am going to click on this analysis report. It's opening. Yeah. You can see that. View the entire document, 90% similarity, 21 average, matching highlights. So these are the texts are by default saved by the Microsoft Word, right? I have given the rand command, right? Am I right? All the things are from this. Microsoft has taken this rand command drafting from this source. Okay, so 90% similarity is showing, and where are the pages? Other 90% means you can website not showing here. Only assignment are showing. It has to be show the website also. Video provide alternate source. There are the alternate source. There are the labels they have mentioned. Anna University, Chennai, Sherbrooke College, Royal University, and these are the others. So these are the levels of that plagiarism. So this is how it will happen if I simply copy paste the things from the others. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. If I paste other material that is my own, so it will definitely less than 10. Definitely. But I'm simply just copy pasting it and sending for the plagiarism, then this type of report will be generated. 90% similarity. I have the option to reduce down this 90% also. Please remember, I can reduce down this 90% also. If I click here, save and continue. Level 1 undo. Okay, level 1 undo ho gaya. Here also I'm going to undo level 3. Okay, one more level is there. Level 4. Still it is 90. Level primary also I'm going to. Yeah, you can see that here 90% also now 0.
It means you have removed all that.
Yes,
copy.
yes, I have the rights. I can do it.
Okay.
So is it the way? This is the way one can do. But don't forget that the original source of this document is here. 90% similarity in my email. In this link, I have the 90% similarity analysis report. Same can be accessed by my guide, my university, and any other. I can't change this. I have changed this in the analysis report. 0. It is showing 0. How can I change this? Whatever I have received in the email. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is how one cannot do the malpractice. Even I too. Though I have the admin access, though I have the access to the other material, though I have the access to the reduce down the plagiarism, but I can't change the first file report. That will be a remain same. Okay. So here you can see that there are the 63 sources. The largest making is 2,855 words long and 100% similar. So let's count the word 2,855 in this document. Whatever we have this first paragraph, findings, right? What other parts we have published? Designs and others too. So here you can say 3,134. So 90% it is showing. So others is also copy pasted. This is the rand command. Actually, I'm not copy pasted these things, but these are the auto save material that is by default given by the Microsoft. So this is how you can track. Okay, got it? Yes. Any other doubts from your side, so I can resolve your doubts?
सर आज का सेशन आई ओपनिंग सेशन हुआ है सर.
Oh, thank you. So yes, other participants only Ashok sir is having the lots of doubts, and others doesn't have any single doubts. So I have the doubts why there is a situation like this. Don't worry about the plagiarism first things. I am not here to keep you in trouble. Keep you out. I'm not here. क्या बोलते हैं उसमें घबराने के लिए आपके यहाँ पे हूँ मैं. तो आप घबराइए मत. अगर आपका ओरिजिनल सब कुछ है, अगर आप एक्चुअल साइट करते हो, कंटेंट 80% जेन्युइन है, तो आपको डरने की जरूरत नहीं. प्लैगियरिज्म क्या, किसी से भी डरने की जरूरत नहीं. ठीक है?
I had a doubt.
Yes. Yes.
So when we submit our PhD final thesis, at that time our center will do a plagiarism check and give the report, and then again university will do. Is it like that, sir?
It's your choice only. It is not mandatory that where you are doing the PhD at that center only you have to do. If they have the policy that our students will going to check through our institute only, then you can't do anything else. You have to check it out there only. In our case, whatever faculty member, those faculty member awarded a PhD, they are interested to check out their plagiarism PhD thesis through our research center only. So we can check it out. If they are interested to go to the University of Mumbai, they can go.
Sir, this is the if we do it in CKT, it is the final, right? Then again in university there will be checking.
Yes, yes, it is a final. And one more thing I would like to share with you all, that when you are submitting your final thesis to the plagiarism checking, the same copy has to be printed out. Same, there is an undertaking from the institute. You have to sign it, your guide has to sign it, and the same copy you have to submit to the University of Mumbai. You can't change anymore after the plagiarism check. Please remember. Otherwise, there will be a very much trouble for you.
Sir, up to 10% is okay.
Yes, yes. Up to 10% it's okay. No issue.
And literature review is inclusive in that, sir?
Yes, all. Right from the introduction to the last conclusion.
Yes.
But as I said that the core part of the research, core part of the findings are last three or two chapters only. So they are basically focused on that chapters only. If there is a general work, then they will avoid.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Any other query?
Hello.
Yes, madam.
Ramakant sir, I want to ask one question.
Yes.
Sir, if we want to write some laws or principles, like in our library science, 5 laws of library science given by Dr. S.R. Ramakant.
Yes.
So those are the similar. So how we will quote with the with citation? How we'll quote? Otherwise, it will come in the plagiarism.
No, it will not. It will not. If you are giving the citation, ma'am, whether it is from the book, whether it is from the article, that you have to cite.
No, but these laws are defined by Dr. S.R. Ramakant.
Yes, yes, but those are given any books, na? Those are not written in the wall, na?
Okay. So
right?
We have to mention that
you are referencing from any. There is a source, na?
Okay.
Right. Whatever the law, they have written writing down that law. They have written in their own books.
Okay.
Afterward, their books are copy paste. Afterward, there are many copy paste work. So accordingly, whatever source you have received regarding that law, that you have to do.
Okay. And one more thing.
Yes.
I have written a paper, and in that I have done a SWOT analysis.
Okay.
And one person I have referred the article. He has also done the SWOT analysis. So we are getting the similarities are the same, means we are getting the findings are same. So how to quote, means whether I can quote his findings.
Short analysis of what?
Like I have outreach services. I have done studies on SWOT analysis of outreach services conducted in the academic library.
Okay, okay. So it is matching with whom?
With another paper. Some of the like the points are matching with the another paper. So how to quote with their
It should not be happen. It should not be happen because this is the core part of your research. The wording might be same because whenever we are writing the interpretation or conclusion, the wording might be same. From this study we have learned this thing. From this study, this focus on this topic. This is how. These are the common sentences that can be avoided.
No, if I have taken a table, means I have written in a table format. So the points are coming the same. Like cost is increased. Like he has also written
that can be avoided. That can be avoided. You can explain to the author. You can explain to the guide and explain to that plagiarism checker also.
Okay, but it's coming in the
can be avoided. That will be coming obviously.
Yeah, it is coming in the plagiarism.
Because ABCD is ABCD wherever you go.
But how to avoid that?
Software doesn't know anything else. They know only the ABCD. This is the A and this is the Z. A to Z. Bus.
Okay.
But that can be avoided, madam. You have to defend it because if you don't defend, then there will be a problem.
Okay.
They will simply understood that you have simply copy pasted the other ones.
Okay. No, but in the table, whatever they have written, so I have written. So it came under plagiarism.
Yeah, that will come. That will come. If it is an index, the article, if it is published in the index database, then only it will be plagiarized. If the earlier article is from the offline mode only, there is nothing to do with the index database and all these things, then there will be no plagiarism.
No, if I'll put his citation, then whether it can be removed under plagiarism.
Yes, yes, why not?
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, any other doubts?
Hello, sir, I have a doubt again regarding citation, sir. My doubt is like, do we have any limitation to use citation in one particular thesis? Like, do we have only 30% or 40% citation is tolerable?
No,
do we have anything like that?
I think for citation there is no limit, but content there is a limit. Last session only I asked the same question to the Gopakumar sir too. The content, matching content. If it is 15%, then it's okay.